Tunay nga, tatakisterian, ano? That was April Deang, one of your singers at Eastern Porac National High School. So sobrang galing niya nakapag-record si Doc Jeff. Wala sa oras. Okay. So yes, we are going to push on with this program. Again, welcome to the first day of the Senior High School Career Guidance Webinar Series. And to formally start with our program, she is the most energetic head teacher at Eastern Porac National Program, Eastern Porac National High School. She is the very supportive, ever gorgeous, and hardworking, our working head teacher. Let us give the virtual floor to Ma'am Janet B. Mahia, head teacher 3, and the senior high school focal person.
Good morning. Thank you, Sir Raymark, for that warm welcome and a very, very, ano pang masasabi ko sa iyo, napakagandang introduction. Okay, so my respect to our school head, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza, to our guidance designate in the senior high school, Ma'am Rachel Gilbuan, senior high school teachers, guests, parents, and learners, grade 11 and grade 12, a blessed Friday morning. So let me start with this simple statement I read from a post. Learning is a journey, not a destination. A journey that would let us pass different places and experiences. Part of this journey in the education is the homeroom guidance program, which is part of the curriculum as mentioned in the DepEd Memorandum Circular number 2020. I suppose ganun po yung pagkaka-mention doon. And as per instruction, the homeroom guidance will be handled by our dear advisors. So this particular program of the department provides wholesome learning experiences to our learners. And of course, with the support of our dear teachers and parents, because we are now in the distance learning, so your homes are actually your classroom. So this homeroom guidance will foster positive attitude, behaviors and values, as well as the improvement of the parent-teacher relationship, the teacher-learner relationship, and of course, the parent and learner relationship. It is actually the venue for the learners in developing life skills and working with your family and your community during this pandemic. So, yes, this program may have its consequences and issues, like, for example, during the monitoring, if our learners do not have the gadget and connectivity, but still, with the help of our guidance designate in the person of Ma'am RG, kahit po maghapon siyang nagra-run at nagpo-photocopy ng mga modules para lang ma-provide yung ating mga learners. Okay? So the implementation of this program during this crisis is very important, especially to you learners, because it will help you know yourselves, understand the situation, improve your personalities, even we are in this situation of the new normal in the education. And I'm sure you will agree with me that this program helps you to be motivated, to keep go on going and be guided in choosing your career. So this homeroom guidance program is indeed of great help to you, my dear learners. And so, may this day, with the help of our able speakers, notable guests who will testify and share their way to success, may we gain more learnings and understanding as we go along the way, and may you learners be guided in having a brighter future. So, to our dear learners, always remember this. Allow your passion to become your purpose. And one day, this purpose will become your profession. With that, thank you again. Good morning and God bless us all.
Wow. Perfectly delivered, Ma'am Jan. What a nice opening remarks for us, faculty members, and of course for our learners. Allow your passion to become your purpose, and one day that purpose will become your profession, just like us educators now. And speaking of great educators, he would always mention, and I remember po, the happiest people in the world are those who make others happy. He is the one who made a lot, if not all learners and faculty members of Eastern Porac National High School happy persons and happy servants. He is the servant leader of Eastern Porac National High School, the inspiration of many to be successful just like him. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to give you our dear Principal 3, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza. Sir?
Thank you very much. Soon to be Dr. Raymark Kawigan. Popromote na naka, sir. The disc jockey, the official disc jockey of Eastern Porac National High School. My respect to all the teachers in the senior high school. Allow me to read them. Madam Abigail, Madam Cindy, Madam Minerva, Madam Dolor, Madam Kim, Madam Lani, Sir Christian, Sir Michael. Sino pa ba yung hindi natawag? Of course, the head in the TBL group, Dr. Jeffrey De La Cruz, one of your speakers. The senior high school focal person in the person of Madam Jeanette Mejia. And of course, the group head on the senior high school department, Sir Lem Melcor Balboa. And of course, the one behind this scenery is Madam RG Buwan. Maya pa abakngan po kaya kayo. And of course, our inspiration why we are here, why we are conducting this program, our grade 11 and grade 12 learners, and of course, the parents behind. Kaya kayungan po maya pa abak po, kaya kayungan. You know, this is the reflection of our school. The more graduates, the more successful graduate that we have, is the perimeter of how we measure the success of our program in the K-12. During your elementary years, you were able to learn the ABC of education. And you were able to learn the 3 R's, the reading, writing, and arithmetic. And you today, my dear school learners, especially the grade 11 and 12, this program, the Senior High School Career Guidance Program, will lead you, at least guide you on how you will pursue your life. No, as we mentioned in the K-12 implementation, either trabaho ang pipiliin ninyo, negosyo, or kolehiyo, no? So life is a matter of choice. So pili nyo yan, no? So it's a matter of choice. Sabi nga nila, kasalanan mo kung hindi mo kasalanan ng pinanganak ka na dukha, pero kasalanan mo kapag lumaki ka na dukha, no? So kailangan mong gumawa ng paraan para mabuhay ka ng naayon sa ating buhay na ngayon, no? So at your young age, my dear learners, I would like you to give you the 3 abakada ng buhay, no? Ang mga abakada ng buhay, kung nung maliliit kayo natutunan niyo yung mga ABCD, paano magbasa, magsulat. Ngayon naman young adult, our learners, I would like you to listen to this abakada ng buhay. Alam niyo sa buhay natin ngayon, kailangan natin ng letter A, abilidad. No? Abilidad para mabuhay, abilidad para maging maganda yung buhay mo, no? Sa letter B, no? Sa ba, kailangan mong balansehin ang buhay. Hindi puro talino, dapat may puso, no? Maging mabuting tao. Okay? Sa letter K naman, dapat may kalidad ka. no? Sa lahat ng iyong mga ginagawa, no? Yung bang kung nagtatrabaho ka, parang kung wala ka sa opisina, parang hindi kumpleto yung opisina kung wala ka, no? Hindi kumpleto yung trabaho mo kung wala ka. Yun yung kalidad. Parang you make things complete, no? So, pag ganun yung naramdaman mo, may kalidad, no? May kalidad ka sa buhay, even sa pag-aaral, no? Dapat bigyan mo ng kalidad yung pag-aaral mo. At ang pinaka-importante sa lahat, madiskarte ka, no? Alam nyo, ngayong pandemic na to, we realize how people, no, make things to their own, no, yung mga diskarte nila. Yung mga parents, dumidiskarte sila kung paano, lahat ng mga nawalan ng trabaho, dumiskarte sila para bigyan kayo ng mga magandang buhay. Hayo pa na sana itong mga abakada ng buhay, maisapuso ninyo, no, magkaroon kayo ng abilidad, balansin niyo yung buhay ninyo, hindi puro lahat IQ, dapat meron din EQ, at importante sa lahat, may spiritual, no? Spiritual. And then dapat lagyan niyo ng kalidad ng inyong pagtatrabaho at pamumuhay, at importante sa lahat, mabigyan mo ng diskarte, no? Magkaroon ka ng diskarte sa buhay. Ano man ang tahakin ninyo, magtrabaho man kayo, mapunta man kayo sa kolehiyo, or magnegosyo, sana may sa puso nyo itong mga abakada ng buhay. Sa inyo lahat, would like to congratulate in advance our speaker, no? Ma'am Cindy, nakita ko rin siya, at saka yung mga invited guest po natin, no? Even si Ma'am Jean po, sabi niya sisilip siya sa programa nating ito. I hope makapagbigay siya ng inspirasyon din si Dr. Jane Valencia, no? Nakausap ko siya a while ago. Si na Dr. Jeffrey, ang mga makakatulong sa paglinang ng bigay ng direction sa mga bata, si Ma'am Cindy, sino pa ba yung mga guest natin, sir? Yung mga estudyante na na-invite, mga alumni natin, no? At saka mga sa buhay na pagdinegosyo in the person of Counselor, anong pangalan niya, Sir Mark? Si Counselor
Roman Papadudes po, sir.
Papa Dudes, sana mabigyan kayo ng mga kaukulang guidance, no? Pakatandaan ninyo, anak, yung mga binibigay namin, mga tips lang ito. Kayo pa rin ang magdidesisyon sa mga buhay ninyo, no? Kayo pa rin ang guguhit ng mga palad ninyo. Sa inyo lahat, I would like to congratulate all of you, the senior high school, for this very significant and important event of the senior high school life, no? Marami sa mga estudyante natin ngayon, they are still floating, no? Sana pagkatapos na sa seminar na to, no, mabigyan sila ng kaukulang direction tungo sa kahalagaan ng K-12 program, at saka mabigyan nila ng kulay ang buhay nila. Dr. Raymark Kawigan, in advance, maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Good morning po.
Thank you very much po. Again, our dear principal, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza. I was wondering, akala ko opening remarks, but I felt so inspired deep within, doon sa abakada ng buhay. And then I was reminded, inspirational message. And yes, we were all inspired, Sir Jo. Maraming salamat po. Nonetheless po, we all appreciate also your work and for serving our learners. Again, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza. At this point po, we would like to acknowledge as well, okay, the presence. Sabi nga po ni ni Sir Joe kanina, okay, the presence of one of our guest speakers for today's event. We have Honorable Roman Paul Papadud C. David, one of the councilors of the municipality of Porac, Pampanga. We are indeed blessed po that you have given us time to grace this webinar. Moving forward po, this webinar won't be successful and this webinar won't be possible without the effort, without the hard work, without the perseverance and persistence and love of this woman to our dear learners. We are all witness to this, and without any further ado, I give you the Senior High School Guidance Designate of Eastern Porac National High School, Teacher 3, Ma'am Rachel Gale Buan Yoswiko for the orientation on career guidance program. Ma'am G.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Sir Kawigan, for that wonderful introduction. So, what I will be presenting to you now is the orientation proper of our career guidance program. So, let me just share my screen to you. And so, as I am sharing my screen, let's just have a recap on what we have done for the past quarters in relation to the guidance. So instead of career guidance for the first and second quarter of the first semester, we actually had homeroom guidance program. And magkaiba po ang homeroom guidance program and career guidance program. Ayan. So with the homeroom guidance program, this is in accordance with the DepEd Memorandum DMCI 2020 CO155. So this was actually mandated by DepEd for the full implementation of the homeroom guidance. For the grade 11, sorry, I had. So for the grade 11, we actually had this modules. For the first quarter, we had 4 modules and toolkit toolkit for their activities. And then for the second quarter, however, isa na lang po yung na-upload na module. So they actually had only 1 module. And then next, for the grade 12 homeroom guidance program, we have 3 modules for homeroom guidance and 1 for the toolkit and 1 module for the second quarter. So now, what is career guidance program? For the past years, we have been implementing the whole manual for for career guidance. So as you can see, noong face-to-face, talagang ginagawa namin yung mga activities. So this was actually part of the first activity of career guidance program, which will be discussed by Ma'am Cindy later, the road to the right choice. So they have the learners dressed up with their future career. And then they just use recycled materials in designing their attire. Ayan yung batch 2019, if I'm not mistaken, yung mga nag-graduate ng 2019. And then this was done last year. So yung mga grade 12 natin ngayon, ayan sila nung grade 11 sila. They did this activity with the 4 sections that we had. So now let me discuss to you the policy statement. We are doing career guidance program first to ensure the continuity of the career development process. Next, it is to employ systematic set of activities and procedures in the implementation of the career guidance program. And lastly, this is to support mechanisms that contribute to the attainment of department's career guidance program. So as I actually mentioned a while ago, this was actually mandated by the DepEd, and this is to help our learners decide on what career path they will take. So later naman po, Sir Doc Jeff De La Cruz will discuss the 4 curriculum exits that the learners could take after senior high school. So we will be discussing the career guidance program. the career guidance program implementers, monitoring and evaluation, and the budget allocation. So for the career guidance orientation, this aims to provide relevant information on the guidelines, procedures, and activities related to career guidance program. For this year, all career guidance orientations shall be held online or through other modalities compliant to the health and safety standards of Interagency Task Force or IATF. That's the reason why we're doing it via Google Meet. Okay, this is actually to protect the learners and parents as well. Ayan. And then, deeper discussion will be done by your class advisor. So if you have any questions regarding the career guidance program with the activities, you can always send message to your class advisor or you can directly send a message sa akin para masagot natin yung mga queries ninyo. Ayan. So for grade 11 and grade 12 learners, career guidance learning materials will be derived from the existing career guidance teacher's manual for senior high school, which will be made available through the DepEd Learning Portal. Last year, or even with the previous years, ang daming activities ni career guidance program. Okay, isa talaga siyang libro. However, because of our situation right now with the new normal set up in education, these activities were trimmed down into the most essential learning competencies. So, tinitake na lang yung mga pinaka-importanting competencies na kailangan talaga in order to identify the career path or to give assistance to the career development of the learners. So, ito yung career guidance manual for grade 11 and grade 12. So, let's talk about the implementation now. With the implementation, okay, hindi namin to pinapa-implement just because we want it. Of course, we love to do it para matulungan kayo, but we are actually following also DepEd's memo, which is Memorandum DM OUCI 2021 0015. Ayan. With the subject Career Guidance Program for school year 2020-2021. So the DepEd issues the enclosed career guidance program for school year 2020-2021, which aims to establish guidelines and procedures in its implementation. The career guidance program aims to guide the secondary level students in choosing career tracks that they intend to pursue through informed career choices towards becoming productive and contributing individuals, as stated in RA or Republic Act 10533, otherwise known as the Basic Education Act of 2013. So this is designed to help the learners in exploring their choices and in making responsible decisions relevant to career pathing. Why is it important? Because what you decide now will greatly affect your future. Kung ano ang napagdesisyonan mong kunin sa college, that will greatly affect your future. If you decided to go to another curriculum exit, ayan, syempre mababago niya ang iyong future. Okay, always remember that your decisions are very important. Huwag yung sasabihin, yes, we are very open with mistakes because we learn from mistakes, but always remember to consider your future in making decisions. Ayan. This include planning for their track and strand for senior high school, choosing their curriculum exits, which are higher education, employment, entrepreneurship, and middle level skills development, and planning for their future. Now, with the career development domain, it pertains to all occupational and world of work-related concerns and issues of learners. This involves the acquisition of skills, attitudes, and knowledge that enable them to make successful transition from school to the world of work and from job to job across the lifespan. So we are actually here to help you prepare with the outside world. What is it for you after senior high school? So this includes but not limited to learners' discovery of their interests, talents, and skills, decision-making, problem-solving, planning, and in exploring their career options and opportunities. The activities that will be given to you will hone these skills. Now, we also have career guidance portfolio. Don't worry because we have provided you with the complete set of activities already. We are very blessed. We are very lucky that our school head is actually 100% or 101% very supportive with our program because when I actually told him about the copies that we need to reproduce para sa inyo para hindi na kayo what do you call this, hindi na kayo mahirapan mag-access through the internet o kaya yung mga soft copies. Okay, he immediately said yes. Kaya yung mga grade 11, hawak na ninyo yung portfolio ninyo. Okay, hindi nyo na kailangan mag-compile kasi buo nang naibigay sa inyo, naka-folder with your names on it. Okay, ang gagawin nyo lang is to religiously answer these activities and then after the last module, the last activity, isasubmit lang ulit ninyo yung folder na naibigay sa inyo ng buong buo sa advisor. And then, ito turn over sa akin for compilation. So, yun. With the grade 12, your portfolio will be given on Tuesday with all of the activities as well. So this is actually the summary of all the assessment taken, journal, activity sheets, and other relevant output. So, ayan. So with the content, mabilis na lang ito. So with the content, okay, for grade 11, we have 7 modules. Kahit na yung end dyan ay module 8, 7 lang ang modules natin kasi wala yung module 4. This is actually given to us by the central office. So Module 1, Road to the Right Choice, our topic for today. Module 2, Releasing the Power Within. Module 3, Reaffirming the Chosen Track. Module 5, Rising Toward the Reality of My Dream. Module 6, Up in the Ladder of My Career. 7, Beginning the Journey Where I Am. And Module 8, I Plan to Succeed. For grade 12, we have 8 modules, completo. So Module 1, Entering the Exits. Module 2, Discovering Disease. And then Module 3, pareho siya ng grade 11, Reaffirming the Chosen Track. Module 4, Myself in Another Person's Shoes. Module 5, Future Combo Activate. 6, Keep Me Balanced. 7, Version of Me 2.0. And 8, Ready to Take Off. And with the activities will be explained every week after the webinar. So ang webinar po natin now is for the lecture part of our career guidance program. So videos explaining the activities will be provided as well to guide the learners in completing the portfolio. Ayan. So, ito po yung schedule natin for our webinar series. Today is the first day, May 28, grades 11 and 12, learners and parents ang ating participants. For day 2, that will be next week. If you notice, every Friday po ang webinar natin. So, day 2 will be on June 4, 2021, 9 a.m. So, grades 11 and 12 ulit ang ating participants since pareho yung topic nila for the third module. And then, June 3, dito po, day 3, dito maghihiwalay ang grade 11 and grade 12. So, morning session ang grade 11, which will start at 9 a.m. At afternoon session naman ang grade 12, which will start at 1 p.m. And last day will be on June 18, 2021, 9 a.m. Again, sabay na ang grades 11 and 12 sa ating last day of our webinar series. So now, how to get a certificate of participation? Kailangan We already sent the registration link sa mga respective GC ninyo. So, kailangan nakapag-register kayo every webinar. And then, syempre, kailangan nag-participate kayo on the scheduled webinar series. And after every webinar, we will be giving an end-of-program evaluation form just to make sure that you have stayed with us until the end of the webinar. Ayan. And I would like to end my presentation with this quotation by Abraham Lincoln. The best way to predict the future is to create it. We will not create your career for you. We are just here to guide, to give assistance in deciding on what career path you will take. Lagi ninyong tatandaan yan, we cannot dictate, okay, na ganito ang gawin mo, ganito ang i-decide mo. Kayo at kayo pa din ang gagawa ng inyong future. And with that, thank you very much for listening. Thank you and enjoy the activities, the webinar series that we have prepared for you. Yeah. Thank you po, Sir Kawigan.
There you have her, ladies and gentlemen. Tunay nga, na-orient po tayo sa ating career guidance. Let us encourage our learners, everyone from Doc Jo kanina, Doc Jowo, from Ma'am Jen, and all other guest speakers for today, no? They have been encouraging us to listen carefully because this is not for us. We already have our own careers in life. This is for you, our dear learners. So please, take everything you can get from this seminar. And speaking of this seminar, we are now going to push through with our guest speakers. And to start off, okay, medyo mahaba po yung ating babasahing konting credentials. Okay, with our first speaker, Ma'am G. She graduated magna cum laude from Holy Angel University under the Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in English. She finished her Master of Arts in Literary and Cultural Studies from Ateneo de Manila University and currently taking her Doctor in Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction at Angeles University Foundation. She has served as a regular guest in Radyo Turo Guro in Radyo Bandido, DZR J810 AM, organized by ACELT and Ateneo de Manila University. She also served as a resource speaker in REX Basic Education Conference year 2015 and recently 2021. She has published as well, or she has been published in Young Blood Opinion section of Philippine Daily Inquirer. She is none other than the faculty member, one of the faculty members of the Senior High School Department at Eastern Porac National High School. We are very proud to present to you also the future doctor. Yeah? One of the epitome of success. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker for today's event, having the topic Road to the Right Choice. Let us all welcome Ma'am Cindy P. Sikat. Ma'am Sins, take it away.
Moment. Sir Chris, are you here with us?
Yes po, ma'am.
Ayan. Sir, can we present the presentation of Ma'am Cindy?
Okay, for a moment po.
Okay. Ayan. So this is actually the first module in grade 11. Ayan.
Are you seeing my screen po ba over the phone?
Yes po. Maybe, sir, we can just make it full screen para mas malaki siya.
Ayan. Okay na po.
Okay po. So again, grade 11 and 12 learners and parents, may we present to you Ma'am Cindy P. Sikat with the discussion Road to the Right Choice. I'm so sorry, wala po siyang audio. Wait lang po. Live po kasi tayo, kaya medyo nagkakaroon tayo ng technical problems.
Correct. But we would like, of course, to acknowledge and appreciate the work of Sir Christian Manalili. No? When it comes to ICT, no, Ma'am G?
Opo,
Always,
syempre. Always
always there for
ready.
you. Correct. Okay. One of our public servants as well. Sir Chris, thank you very much po. Oita. So
Ayan.
again, let's welcome po the recording of Ma'am Cindy Sikat.
Hello, can you hear it? Nakikita po ba? Sir Kuigan? Okay po ba siya? Hindi.
Wala pa, madam.
Okay.
Loading.
Ano? Okay.
Loading.
Parang nakita ko si Counselor Papa Dudes.
Opo.
Good morning po. Good morning, Counsel.
Good morning po. Good morning.
So yes po, while waiting for the recorded video of one of our guest speakers, simple announcement po. Again, on Tuesday, we are going to distribute your first sem, second quarter grades. We will also have the distribution of the assessments from your different subjects, learners.
Okay. So, can you see
Ayan,
me?
okay na po.
Ayan, good
Yes
morning.
po,
Good
I can
morning,
see
my
you.
dear senior high school students. So, for today, we have so much to learn. So, madami tayong pag-aaralan. So, madami tayong i-discuss na hindi naman academic. This is something that could help you with your future. So, I will be your sharer or speaker for the first module, road to the right choice. So before I start, I hope you ate your breakfast already. Sana gising na because this one will involve tips and considerations on how you could make the best choices for your future. So while I'm sharing my screen, okay, so I hope you have been considering the choices that you've been doing in the past few days, and these choices actually affect your life. So here we have, okay, road to the right choice. So again, this is Cindy Sikat, your speaker for today. So as you can see, there are people, yeah, trying to climb up this ladder of success. And of course, there will be struggles, there will be thinking, there will be the time to do the actions, but definitely there are times where you have to make your choices until you make it to the top. So of course, there's no shortcut to the right choice. There's no shortcut to the road to the right choice. Okay, what are we talking about? So let's talk about the beginning. Okay, let's have the introduction. So according to Eleanor Roosevelt, I am convinced that every effort must be made in childhood to teach the young to use their own minds. For one thing is sure, if they don't make up their minds, someone will do it for them. So what does this mean? Okay, I'm sure you have your respective interpretations. Ano ba ibig niya sabihin dito? So sabi niya, we as teachers, adults, and all the people who are guiding children, the learners like you, should do everything para maturuan kayo kung paano niyo gamitin yung minds niyo, kung paano kayo makapag-isip. Kasi, if hindi kayo makapag-isip at you can make your own decisions, people will decide for you. And that's true. Okay? If you won't be able to come up with your own choices, other people will make the choices for you. And you cannot be guaranteed kung magandang choice ba yun or hindi for you. Always remember that. Okay? So, if you would consider, if there are things that are left freely, halimbawa kahit na lang yung lupa na, let's say, kunwari, walang gumagamit, okay? Yung may-ari hindi niya muna ginagamit. Even if that's the case, no choices are made. Some other people will do the choosing, will do the choices. Other people might plant on that land, sometimes even without permission. Other people might even live there, even without permission. So it's very helpful that as you grow up, you should learn how to decide for yourself. And this leads to the concept of deciding what course to choose. Okay? So I'll start with mine. So let's start with who. Who? What or who influenced your choice of senior high school track and strand? Was it your personal decision, your parents' decision, or because of pressure from your friends? So there are several students that I met even before they entered senior high school na kapag tinanong mo sila, ano yung track na kukunin mo? Gas ba or TVL? And they would usually say, ay, doon ako dun sa gas kasi nandun yung mga friends ko. Or nandun ako sa TVL kasi sabi ng ate ko yun yung madali. Or doon ako sa TVL kasi gusto ko magluto. Or gusto ko sa gas kasi hindi ko feel magluto. Or nagpunta ako ng gas kasi gusto ng nanay ko maging teacher ako. Or nag-take ako ng gas kasi gusto ng ate ko mag-business ad ako or mag-engineering ako. Let's be mindful that supposedly we have the more specific strands for engineering or accountancy courses. But then again, we have gas and TVL. Okay? So, these influences actually result to the choices that you make. So, kaya nga sabi, you have to be mindful of your choices or else other people will do it. Which among this would be the best choice sa tingin nyo? Of course, it's the personal decision, yes. But before you come up with your personal decision, you have to come up with you have to consider several factors. Siyempre, consider mo yung decision ng parents mo, So, consider mo din yung mga ibang factors before you choose your track or strand. Pero sana, as much as possible, even if you want to be your friends, you choose that strand because that's what you want and that's what you're capable of. Okay? Or that's what you like. Okay? Like for me, I choose my career, my course in college because of the social factors or financial factors that it was the course that gave me the chance to have a full scholarship. So iba yung reason ko. So now I'm gonna give you a few moments to type your answers. Sige. Even if I won't read them out loud, at least it would make you think, bakit ka nga ba nandito sa track na to? Okay? Sige, you may start typing. Who influenced you? Why gas? Why TVL? Okay? So there. So while you're typing, sige, this session intends to make you think about the choices that you made. And I hope na makakatulong to for you to come up with a good decision when you choose your course. Okay, next. On my end, I chose to challenge poverty during my time. I chose to go beyond our limits. Again, kasi kapag may financial restraint, alam mo naman, kapag may pagkukulang sa pera, may mga limits, mas maraming limits. And of course, to test my ability, as I've mentioned, there's the scholarship involved in the process of studying na kung di mo ma-maintain yung grade mo, mawalan ka ng scholarship. And kung mawalan ka ng scholarship, hindi ka na makakapag-aral. Okay? So, please bear in mind that life is a choice. You being alive at the moment is a choice. You choosing to listen right now is a choice. You being mindful about the future decisions right now by listening is a choice. So life is all about choices. Yes. So moving forward, thank you for the responses. Okay, ayan. Here we have the career and life choices that according to our module, we have these following factors that affect kung paano tayo mamili or mag-decide sa buhay. We have the personal, family, and social. So under personal, we have skills and abilities, interests and personality types, life roles, previous experiences, and childhood fantasies. For family, we have parental influence, beliefs and traditions, financial resources, and of course, for social, we have the influence of friends and peers, influence of media or technology, and industry demands and expectations. So we'll get into details sa mga factors na naibigay dyan. Okay? Personal factors, because we matter a lot. Okay? So let's have the first one, which is the skills and abilities. Madalas itatanong sa inyo kapag nag-apply kayo sa work, what are your strengths and weaknesses? What are your skills? Ano ang kaya mong gawin? So it's important that as early as now, you know your skills and abilities. Why? When individuals are in jobs best suited to their abilities, they perform their best and their productivity is the highest. So ibig sabihin, kapag yung pinili mong job or pinili mong trabaho is yung match sa kung anong kaya mo, sa kung saan ka magaling, you will be expected to perform your best. Di ba kung saan ka magaling, at doon ka inassign, magaling output mo at magiging productive ka. Okay? There boils down the Parsons trait and factor theory of occupational choice. Ipapakita ko in a while. And the importance of knowing your skills and abilities. So, hindi naman pwede, anong skill mo? Kaya kong magmahal kahit ako'y nasasaktan. Walang ganon, sis. Okay? Or if you're gonna be asked, anong skill mo? Kaya kong matulog ng buong araw. Okay, sige, skills yan. But then again, we need skills that could match the courses that you want. You need skills that could help you decide on what path to choose. So here is the trait factor theory. So this is one of the oldest theoretical approach to career counseling. So, may mga individual differences tayo. And by identifying these individual differences, magkakaroon tayo ng parang match kung ano yung available career opportunities. Okay? So from there, you'll be given the, again, choices. Okay? Hindi naman kasi ipipilit sa'yo kung ayaw mo. So, kumbaga, lalatagan ka nila ng kung anong pwede sa'yo. And then, you try to consider or pick kung ano yung gusto mo, kung ano yung kaya mo, at ano yung sa tingin mo makakapag pa-interest sa'yo. Okay? There. Next. To have interests and personality type. Okay? Napaka-importante yan kung anong gusto mo at anong klaseng personality meron ka. So we have Holland's career typology, establishing the classification system that matches one's personality and preferences as well as their characteristics. So merong 6. Rayasek, actually. We have realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. So kumbaga, based dun sa personality mo and even what you want, you could come up with your career choice. Kaya nga kung halimbawa medyo madaldal ka, sasabihin nila, uy, pwede ka maging DJ. Uy, pwede ka mag-mass comm. Uy, pwede ka mag-teacher. Tapos kung ikaw yung medyo magaling sa math, you're highly interested in solving problems, puzzles, ay, pwede ka mag-engineering. Uy, pwede kang kumuha na ganitong course. So yung mga people, they instantly match your personality with what they think could fit in a particular course. Okay? So, halimbawa, ito yun. Mas makulay lang. Okay. So, for realistic people, they're more of the practical, the scientific, and the methodological. So, pwede silang mag-work for public health, pwedeng veterinarian, public health veterinarian, public health, dentist, or even doctors in general. For investigative, yung NBI, halimbawa yung mga girlfriends ni Buddha, di ba? Sa mga boyfriends na, ang galing nila sa daig pa nila yung NBI at saka yung FBI sa pag-investigate. But then if, kidding aside, if you are highly investigative, you like to observe, to analyze, and to evaluate, pwede kang epidemiologist. Like, for example, right now, okay? Yung pandemic, okay? You could like study that. Environmental health specialist, health services researcher, at pwede rin actually investigative journalist. Okay? Artistic, kung ikaw yung tipong you're highly creative, you're like doing new things, you're intuitive, pwedeng public health communication specialists, or pwede kang writer, pwede kang author, you could be an editor as well, I suppose. Okay? For social, you like to enlighten, to inform, or to train people. You could be an educator. You could be a health promotion specialist. You could also be a social worker. Ang dami, okay? Public servant, okay? For enterprising, you like to influence, persuade, and perform. Okay? You could be a businessman. You could be a policymaker. You could be a planner. You could actually be what else? You could actually be a human resource person as well. You could also be there's a myriad of chances for you to come up with decisions for enterprising kasi encompassing siya. Okay? So, yun nga dito, this is anchored on public health, by the way. Again, you could be a public health policymaker or public health planner. Okay? Or anything that is connected to that. And lastly is conventional. Kung data-driven ka, analytical ka, detail-oriented ka, you could be a researcher, a statistician, data administrator, kaya mag-major ka sa math, something like that. Or anything that is connected, accountancy, something like that. Pwede ka doon. So, kumbaga, these are the characteristics that you could possibly have according to the typology of Holland na pwede mong gawing guide. Limited lang to sa public health. We could search for more, kumbaga. And there are tests, particular tests that we take. Kapag binigay sa yung result, if I'm not mistaken, that's NCAE. Okay? They give you the potential, the possibilities for you, kung ano yung pwede mong i-take, okay? Kasi based dun sa yung resulta ng test, okay? So there. So are we clear with this? Okay, let's move on to the next part. Yan. You have also your life roles, okay? So when you say um, life roles, ito yung mga piniperform mo as an individual. So may role ka sa bahay, sa family, pwede panganay ka, bunso, or gitna, pwede kang breadwinner, pwede ikaw yung nag-aaral, pwede naghugas ng pinggan, na kahit di ka man kumain, ang dami-dami mong hugasan, or ikaw na yung huling kumain, pero ang dami pa rin hugasin, something like that. So community, even to work, for those who are already working, okay, you have your specific roles. And yung mga roles na ginagampanan natin, actually nakaka-apekto to kung anong kukunin natin course. Ang laking factor ng family at kung anong role mo sa family sa pagkuha mo ng course mo in the future. Kung panganay ka, syempre, you are less likely to take the course na matagal bago matapos, lalo na kung ikaw yung inaasahan. Okay? So for work naman, kung sanay ka sa food service management, more likely ang course na kukunin mo is aligned doon sa experience mo sa work. So Super's lifespan theory presents to us how we think about ourselves when we perform the roles, and how this influence us, and how we look at the careers in general, and how we decide for ourselves. So in that case, here is the life rainbow, okay, according to Super. So kung titingnan natin, may mga lifestyle factors like environmental determinants, the labor market or employment practices. We also have the situation determinants. Ano ba yung socio-economic status at the moment? Yung historical, like for example, right now, ang laking factor ng pandemic. Like, siguro 5 years ago, you would not have imagined this. And personal, you have the psychological and biological. So ayun, from growth, exploration, establishment, maintenance, and decline. As a child, may yung life role mo as a child, student, leisure, right? Yung explore ka, lahat ng nakaka-enjoy, tinitignan mo. Citizen, kapag established ka na, worker and homemaker or even parent. We swap roles in time, okay? That's why it's very important that we have to make the right choice in life. Okay, next. Childhood. Ito, napaka. Kung bata ako, syempre, yung teacher mo tatanong ka, what do you want to be when you grow up? So, nag-drawing ako, na teacher daw ako, kunwari. And I want ko kung na-experience mo pa to na yung kayo magkakalaro, mag-teacher kayo, I usually teach. And voila, I'm here teaching, okay? So I have to ask you, like magsulat lang kayo sa papel or mag-chat kayo dyan, what did you want to be when you were young? Nung bata ka, ano yung gusto mo maging laki mo? And there's a possibility na mag-change yan, given your age. Now, what do you want to be when you grow up? So there's a change, there's a swap, okay? So, what led to that change? At bakit nagbago ang isip mo? Okay? Feel free to type, okay? Para makapag-reflect kayo. Okay? Next. Social cognitive career theory. The social cognitive career theory, we are likely to consider continuing a particular task we have a positive experience doing it. Okay? So we're talking about experiences. So this could be job of the family or parents na, halimbawa, kung yung mama mo teacher, you have the high chances na papag-check ka niyan, or you have the high chances na tutulungan mo siya with stapler. And if you have positive experience in doing that, you could continue it. Or if your mom is an entrepreneur or a vendor at nagpapatulong siya sa iyo and you have a positive experience na you found a success in doing that and na-build yung self-esteem mo, you are more likely to continue that. So, ayan. Ito yung tinatawag nilang social cognitive career theory. Ayan, ang daming factors. Personal inputs, background, environmental influences, learning experiences, ayan. Tapos, from the learning experiences, titignan mo yung self-efficacy expectations, interest, choice goals, choice actions, performance domains, and attainments. outcome expectations, tapos magkakaroon din ng proximal environmental influences. Okay, ang dami natin pwedeng i-discuss about this in detail, but then again, overview lang. Okay? So next is, we're done with the family factors. Wait. No, we're not yet done with this. Sorry. Technical challenges. Okay. So we're done with experiences. We're done with childhood fantasies, skills and abilities, interests, personality type, and life roles. So ito yung mga personal factors. Okay? Pero if you're gonna ask me how to decide, consider mo lahat ng pwede mong i-consider. Tapos kung ano yung course na parang common denominator na ng lahat, go for it. Okay? So next, we have family because they matter a lot. Okay? Family factors. So parental influence. Pwede siyang intentional or unintentional na inaapektuhan yung mga bata. Like, you may be asked or you may ask people who are taking college right now kung ano yung reason nila for taking the courses. And hindi mo pa rin matatanggal yung sasabihin nila, ito yung gusto ni mama, ito yung gusto ni papa. Okay? That's just fine. As long as gusto mo din. Okay? I'm not antagonizing parents here, pero we have to underscore that ikaw yung mag-aaral. At some point, this is your life. You also have a say in it. Pero syempre, may mga ibang factors to consider. Your parents know best, but you can also share what you want and what you feel. Okay? Another thing that could pave way to parental influence is yung family business. Kung ikaw ang may-ari ng SM, okay, syempre, ang course na iti-take mo is yung aligned sa business. Okay? Kung may business kayo, like that. Okay? And then, please bear in mind na minsan hindi kayo pareho ng interpretasyon sa buhay ng parents nyo. You have to consider the level of education. Okay? Our parents who despite not reaching or not finishing high school, they still manage to provide the needs of their children. Kaso, there are times na mag-vary yung perception tungkol sa education at sa courses. Okay? Pero that doesn't mean that we have to antagonize them. We have to understand and we have to work hand in hand. Okay? Next is financial resources. I felt this, I know this. So personally, I really wanted to be a civil engineer during my time. Kaso nga, wala kaming pera. And then, ang dami kasing kailangan na gamit-gamit nun, sabi ng papa ko. And then, yung course na may scholarship is yung education. So, ayun, I had to consider the capability to support the course or career, lalo na panganay ako. And yun nga, naging breadwinner na ako. So, I have to choose, okay? Something that would be helpful and something that would not be that painful, okay? If you have heard about the student ng PSI na pumasa sa mga universities sa ibang bansa, di ba may bata doon na hindi na, parang kina-consider ng wag na lang kasi ang mahal ng gastos, like it's $1 million or more than $1 million para makapag-aral dun sa school na gusto niya. So, kinonsider niya yung financial resources. Okay? Pasok pa din dito yung social cognitive career theory, yung pinakita natin kaninang madaming box. And then ang social learning theory ni Albert Bandura that we learn at some point through our environment and through modeling. Okay? So malaking factor ang financial resources. So kung medyo gipit tayo, syempre, kukuha ka ba agad ng medicine? Syempre hindi. Pwedeng kumuha ka muna ng courses na payment. Tapos kapag may pera ka na, kaya mo nang i-fund yung pag-aaral mo ng medicine, then go for it. Pero syempre, we have to be realistic, diba? Hindi talaga siya kaya, kahit anong benta mo ng kalabaw or baka na meron kayo, at hindi mo na naman pwedeng ibenta ang mga internal organs mo. We have to take first what could lead to your dream. Okay? Kasi minsan yung dreams, madidelay lang yan eh. Okay? You have to be practical. There could be a way to get your dreams. Okay? Next. Family beliefs and traditions. Okay? Kaya may mga pamilyang teachers. May pamilyang engineers. Okay? May mga pamilyang business people. So, malaking factor din yun. Kasi, na-expose ka din dun sa ganong trabaho. Kasi, nakikita mo kung paano magtrabaho yung mga kasama mo sa bahay. Like, for example, me. ang first choice ko nga dapat is civil engineering kasi my family members are into construction work. Foreman yung lolo ko, electrician yung tatay ko, and the rest of my uncles are construction workers. So that led me to the initial idea of I want to take civil engineering. So meron din naman na dahil na na-experience na nila na mag-check or na-experience na nila mag-handle ng business during summer, ayun, mapupunta sila sa ganoong choice. But then again, even if we have the beliefs and traditions, importante pa rin kung ano yung gusto mo, kaya mo, at makakapagpasaya sa'yo. Okay? Next. I hope, gising pa. Okay? Social factors. Malaking factor yan to doing the right choice because they're practically everywhere. Okay? We have influence of friends and peers, influence of media and technology, industry demands and expectations. Okay? Influence of media and technology. Okay? This could be positive and negative. So, kumbaga, you are open to a repertoire of information about careers, okay? Experiences of professionals available online. Kahit nga ngayon na professional ako, mas nalalaman ko kung ano yung ginagawa ng ibang mga professionals. Shout out sa mga tambay sa TikTok dyan, yung mga TikTokerists out there. Ang dami kong nakikita na yung ginagawa ng medtech, ginagawa ng mga nurses, ginagawa ng doctors, ginagawa ng mga BPO, personal, yung mga BPO or call center agents, like that. I could see, okay? You are equally exposed to those as well. But again, a media and technology, double-edged sword. It's actually neutral. Pwede siyang maging positive or negative, depende sa gumagamit. So if I were you, take the best out of the media and technology, pag-aralan mo kung anong gusto mo, or it's just a click away. Next is influence of friends and peers. Yun nga, nabanggit natin kanina. Bakit mo tinake itong strand na to? Kasi ba, nandun yung mga friends mo? Bakit mo tinake yung course na to? Kasi ba, ito yung kung saan kayo magsasama-sama? So, dun po mapasok ang peer pressure. Until you realize na sa second year ka na, hindi mo pala talaga gusto yung course na yun. Nahihirapan ka pala dun. Pero dahil napasama ka, nandun ka na, tinake mo na siya. Dalawa lang yun eh. Either continue mo hanggang magustuhan mo, or mag-stop ka, or i-continue mo nang hindi ka masaya. Okay? Siguro this is the least that we could consider. We could also bear in mind that, of course, even if we want to be with our old friends, let's make room to new friends dun sa bagong course. Allow me to share my story concerning my high school friends. So, meron kaming group like you. We call ourselves the Crazy Seven. So, 7 kami. And then, magkakaklase kami from first year to fourth year high school. So, nung mag-graduate na kami ng high school, we were talking about what course to take. Okay? So, gusto sana namin nga mag-engineering. Aside sa ideya na gusto ko talaga ng civil engineering, parang nandun yung concept na tara, sama-sama tayo. Tara, madaming gwapo doon, char. Okay, pero not char, pero char. Okay? So, gusto sana namin magsama-sama sa isang course until siguro, it led to proper decision making. Ako, teacher ako. The other one is a nurse. I have another friend na taking medicine right now. Yung isa, accountant. Pumasa siya ng CPA. Yung isa naman is psychology. So, guidance counselor siya, HR. And then, yung isa is, sino ba nakamiss ko? Business. Sa business woman siya. And the other one is in Canada. She's also having her own business. So, bandang huli, iba-iba kami ng courses. Did we regret? No. Kasi we have our respective fields at nag-grow at some point, I hope, nag-grow kami sa mga kanya-kanya naming fields. Are we still friends? Yes, we still are. Kikita kami from time to time. Okay? And lastly is industry demands and expectations. Even if you want the course, pero kung walang job for that, medyo mahirap. There should be the alignment of course and jobs available. We have to be practical. Kasi kung ito yung gusto mong course, pagka-graduate mo, walang trabaho, anong gagawin natin? Okay? There. We're almost done. So, senior high school curriculum exit. So, after that, medyo nakapag-isip-isip na kayo by this time. You could go to the employment, entrepreneurship, you could start a business. Middle level skills development, you could take courses that would make you be more skilled, like for example sa TESDA or higher education. May mga specific tayong mga clusters of profession. Pwede sa medical health, pwede sa engineering profession cluster, business, education, and social work professions clusters, and technology. So I think this would be elaborated later. Okay? So remember, note pala, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life by Confucius. So kung gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo mafe-feel na nagtatrabaho ka. Next, you will always have your choices. Either make the difficult choice or say that you have no choice. Lagi naman ganun. Sabi niya, wala naman akong choice kaya ginawa ko yung choice niya. Pero meron. Nahihirapan lang siya dun sa isang choice. Okay? And remember, your choices will affect your life either positively or negatively. But learn the lessons from the experience always. So, ayan. I hope that at some point help you to come up with the right choice as you take the road to your future as you take your senior high school or as you graduate from your senior high school. Okay? So tandaan mo with the choice that you make, you have to consider that it's your life. Okay? But as you consider that that's your life, you also have to consider the people surrounding you. Okay? That's it. And so I hope you've learned from that. Naka-share pa ba? Okay, hindi na. So, that's it po. I hope you've learned. If you have questions, feel free to ask in the chat box or you could also PM me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mom Cindy, for that very informative discussion of the first module.
Correct, ma'am. So again, Ma'am Cindy Sikat po, no? True, Ma'am G, it's all about choosing the right track for you based on what you really want and based on your skills and abilities, hindi lang yung sa pressure mula sa ating mga kaibigan or pressure from our families as well. Because at the end, buong buhay mo, yung decision na gagawin mo ngayon. Yan na yung magiging buhay mo. So, we don't want any regrets. Ika nga. Ma'am G?
Yes, that's right. Kaya nga lagi po namin nire-remind sa inyo, our dear learners, na when you make decision, consider all the factors, especially yung mga factors na diniscuss ni Ma'am Cindy. That will be very helpful in crafting your future. Diba, Sir Kawigan?
Correct. Okay. So, we learned a lot from our first speaker and we would like to thank Ma'am Cindy P. Sikat, Road to the Right Choice, for sharing her wisdom, knowledge uh, on how can we choose the right choice for us. And proceeding with this program po, let us welcome one of the master teachers of Eastern Porac National High School. We were asking for his credentials, but he humbly just replied to us, he is a public servant. And we all know that is very, very true, and we are witnesses of that. However, please allow me to boast for our next speaker. He is also a doctorate degree graduate, okay? And he has been a man and an idol in the division of Pampanga. Well, I know also in the region, and also a national speaker. So he is a quiet man when it comes to his achievements, but yes, his achievements are shouting for him. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome with his topic, entering the exits. I give you Dr. Jeffrey De La Cruz. Doc Jeff?
All right. So good morning, Sir Kawigan and the rest of the audiences. Maya pa Diyos habak po. Good morning, everyone. My respect to our school head, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza, and Ma'am RG, who spearheaded this program. And I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our konsyal po, Papa Dudes, to all the handsome and beautiful students. And of course, to all the most handsome and most beautiful faculty members of Eastern Porac National High School, Maya Pajos Abaku kay Katamuhan. So as I proceed to my topic, which is all about entering exits, of course, we will be having to lighten up this session or for this particular topic. Kasi nandin mag-discuss si Ma'am Cindy, talagang kaya pang valedictorian yung kayang level. So kaya tatamo mong kay special awards. Kaya ang best in recess, best in lunch break. So as we move forward to heighten our spirit. By the way, Sir Kawigan, on your end ba? It's clear and loud yung boy ka na akong kaya.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Tamo po.
All right. Thank you for that. So to heighten our spirit for this day, so let's have this activity entitled The Clash, the EPNHS version. So what are the mechanics? So I'll be calling here some of the students who can sing the highest note of a certain part of a famous song. As in, itang pumpe kamatas na part. The winner will be receiving a 1-week contract kay EPNHS Records and of course a 15 pesos any legit chain a 15 pesos worth of load just text me later on your number, then of course I'll be getting it. You don't have to worry, i-load na ko po ito po winner tamo. So okay po ba instruction tamo? So I'll be calling someone here, preferably our students kasi kayo po hindi ngayon to sing highest part of the song, which is later on I'll be presenting to you. So okay tayo na po, kaya tayong instruction. So as I proceed, here is a 15 mo. Alright, so as I proceed, here is the part of the song. For sure you are familiar with this. Ayan. Ana. If I may, so wala kang patuloy. Lahat ng pangarap ko'y bigla lang natunaw. Sa panaginip na lang kita pala may sasaya. So it's actually El Bimbo, yes.
El Bimbo.
As I've said po, ito pong pinakamakatas na tone po yung gawan nyo. Ali po pag-ulisa ka, remember po, malawot niya pa po yung mayaldo, kaya yari pa. And ito po, Sir Kawigan, I think help me in choosing someone po who can sing this particular part of a song. Ang pinakamatas sa tono. Sir Kawi, can you please help me choosing? I-bayaralita kasi balutan talagang magkantayan. Retang aliwa naman to give chance to others.
Pero siya talaga yung una kong naisip, sir. Ang ganda kasi ng boses niya.
Aliwa pa. May kantayan nandun. Kumbaga, tunic and center stage. Depending winner niya. Mamili tayo namang kay daily winner.
Yun, so random po.
Yan. Sige, sir. Randomly. Yun ang pilyan tam.
Kuwakit, sir. Ma'am G, help po.
Itang pinaka magaling niya. I mean, ayan, try ka no, Sir Melchor. Can you please give us example of this? Go, Sir B. Go, Sir B. Sige po, Sir B. Sayang. Kaya pa mo, Sir Alfonso, kaya kang award kung sakali with Coke Zero. Joke mo po. Alright, so how about, siguro ako naman siguro ni kay Ento. Alright, siguro let's hear about kay po, Brant Christian Lianza. Brant? Actually, kay ni Brant, right? So I want to hear his voice. Dahil kasi medyo ka rin active students ko during the time na mag-discuss itong research. Brant, can you please sing this particular this stanza ba yung term kanta or this part? Brant, can you please unmute your microphone now? Yan. So, Brant. Ayan, Brant. Yan, sige. Can you please sing this particular line? Para na magising yung mga katabi nating bahay. Of course, yung mga kasama nating participants. Sing it. Thank you, Brant.
Lahat
Go,
ng
Brant, we're
pangarap,
listening.
paano po ito kantahin?
Ayan, lahat ng pangarap ko'y bigla lang natunaw. Sa panaginip na lang pala kita may sasayaw. Something like that. Sige nga. Go, Brent.
Lahat ng pangarap ko'y bigla lang natunaw. Sa panaginip na lang pala may sasayaw.
Wow, a wonderful delivery of oration. Eh? Thank you, Brent, for that sharing of your talent. Thank you, Brent, no, for being a sport. How about one more? If we have one male, of course, we need to have one female. Bea Abad, of course, one of the active students that I have there. Bea Abad. Thank you, Brent, for being a sport. Ne? Bea, can you please sing this song? Thank you. We're listening. Go, Bea. Bea. Ay, sige, habang nagpe-prepare po si Bea, I think we can call Gail Fajardo. Tama po ba, Ma'am Rachel? Gail?
Yes
Sige,
po,
Gail,
yes po.
can you please give it a try? Iyon na ang center stage. Okay. Gail na, sige, try it. Unmute your microphone. We're listening.
Lahat ng pangarap ko bigla lang natunaw. Sa panaginip na lang pala kita may sasayaw.
Wow! Thank you so much for that wonderful song. Talagang kaya pang malakasan yan, Ma'am Margie. Alright, so thank you, Brent, and what do you call that? Gail, ne? Later on po, just give your numbers. Netamburi yung load. Later on, I'll be giving you load po. 15 pesos. Maragulita. One day kaya naman tapan data. Thank you for your cooperation. Alright, so as I proceed po, the reason why I asked you to sing that song because it conveys an important message. Ne? Particularly, it includes two words, panaginip at pangarap. So it actually highlighted, no, on your screen. So if I ask you, what is the difference between these two words, the pangarap at panaginip? Again, we have two words, di ba? Lahat ng pangarap ko'y bigla lang natunaw sa panaginip. So what is the difference between pangarap at panaginip? Of course, may I call in Ronquillo to answer this question? Na, what is the difference between pangarap at panaginip? Ronquillo? Or Marlo? Ne? Si Marlo?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, thank you. Can you please define or differentiate pangarap at panaginip? Thank you.
Sir, para po pag po panaginip or kapag pumaninap ka, sir, you're dreaming or imagining things, sir, while you are sleeping. So basically, sir, ala kang gagawan. Pero po pag mangarap ka, you're still dreaming, sir. But this time, you're working on it, sir. You're making progress. You're putting so much effort po para aqua me po itang buri mo, itang pangarap mo na bagay.
Precisely. Thank you for that insightful answer. No, talagang indeed, malalam yung panghugutan ni Ronquillo or Marlo. No. How about Coloma, Kim? Actually, po Kim Coloma. I think we can hear some thoughts na kang Kim. Siyempre, we heard the perspective of my male student. Of course, we need to hear a female perspective. Sige, Coloma.
Pag pangarap po, sir, meron po tayong kakayahan na isatupad yung pangarap na yon into reality through po sa actions at saka choices po natin. Pag sa panaginip po, fantasy lang po siya or imaginary. Parang wala po tayong kakayahan na gawin siyang totoo, unlike sa pangarap na choice po natin.
All right, thank you. And to attest your answer, lovely you have mentioned about the definition of pangarap and panaginip. No, it has also something to do with your answer. Thank you, Lovely, for your cooperation, and Coloma and Marlo for your insightful answers. Thank you. So as I proceed, no, if you're going to ask me, sir, no, ano ba talaga yung sagot? Yeah? Okay, to those, here are the definition. Of course, when we say nananaginip, you are correct. It's a fantasy. It does not have any boundaries. Dreaming can be the guiding passion of your life, yet it is a goal without a concrete plan. For example, di ba, lagi tang sasabihin po, tangatin tang gagawin, maninap ka yata, ano? When we are aiming for something that is so impossible, right? So next, when we say nangangarap, on the other hand, it is a clear target that you want to attain, a goal with the concrete plan. For example, the anime series One Piece, di ba? We are watching it because of the clear objective of Luffy, no? The exciting part there is the lesson and fun along his journey. Di ba? Clear kaya kulong ka rin niya patungo. It's to become a pirate king, right? So, ita mo bilang audience, bilang marube, pakibalwan mo, pakanano na ayatay nitang pangarap na. At aliya maninap kung ali maharap. So as I move forward, kids, no, since we are all awake, gising tamo, a manifestation, you are listening to me, you are awake, yeah? Live and kicking. Hopefully, everyone is hindi nananaginip. Everyone is nangangarap. We have to set a clear direction in our life with a concrete plan. You have to remember, uso ing bahala na. Uso ing pwede na. Dapat, pwede na. Dear student, imagine, it seems like yesterday, yung lulog kayo agwas na sepunan. Diba? Balo na nga sepunan la pa. Now, just a few months from now, you will be graduating. Kung di pasar kayo, you'll be leaving us with a great memories that are worth to be cherished. You have to remember this, kids. Totoo po ini, eh? Masakit yung pamaglokoy. Diyang sakit labuntok deng aliwake kayo. Tandaan ninyo, anak na kayo. Di lang pengari, inlugod ni hanggayang kapilang paman. We are not asking anything in return. All we want is to assure you or to assure to us na kayo maninap kung ali mangarap. Now, speaking of mangarap, it has something to do with a choice. You need to choose wisely what are your exits, what are your career destination. So now, kaya nga in-underscore tayong definition ng pangarap ang panaginip is because our topic has something to do with a choice. In particular, entitled Entering Exits. Again, this is Jeffrey G. De La Cruz, a public servant from the Department of Education, delivering the session, Entering Exit. Now, as we assume, guys, senior high school students, after acquiring all the competencies and being aware of your interests and possible career paths, as graduating students, kung mipasar kayo at kung mag-graduate kayo, andyan picture na kayo, you will now choose the curriculum exit that you want to pursue after the senior high school. Of course, before choosing, it requires planning. And you need to consider many things as far as pangangarap is concerned. That is the very reason why we are here. Now, we invited leaders, competent leaders, who can provide us a topic, significant topic in choosing our careers. To mention, we have Councilor Budoy. We have also people, invited speakers that can tell us what are the career paths na pasok kaya katam. And also to mention, we have Ma'am Cindy Sikat, who discuss all about the factors that can affect our choice in life. Because again, aliwaing manina kay mangarap. I believe that everyone is actually aiming to become successful with a plan. Yes, I believe with the law of attraction, and yet it should have or it must have an action. Now, I'll be asking again this activity number 2. It's all about my journey. So here's the instruction, mga kapatid. I'll be showing you a video presentation, then react using our chat pane po, your chat pane, to answer the following guide questions. So number 1, what is the message of the ABP? By the way, ABP is audio visual presentation. Then number 2 question, why is the journey more important than the destination? Then lastly, what place would you like to visit and why? While the video is playing, you can actually answer this guide question po in our chat pane. Again, I'll be showing you a video presentation, then you have to answer it po, or using this guide question, answer it po using our chat pane. Clear ya po ba yung kanakong instruction? Hopefully clear ya yung instruction. So you don't have to worry. I'll be posting this question in our chat pane. Ayan. All right. So are you now ready? So I'll be playing now the video presentation. All right. I believe most of us are familiar with this. Okay. And one of my favorite music, do I kay makaintindihan nitong lyrics na kung yung pa may kay convert it to English. All right. So here is the ABP. Ay, by the way, atin niya po bang sound? Ma'am RG?
Yes, sir. Atin niya po.
Thank you.
Atin niya.
All right. So again, thank you for watching, and some of you have already wait for a while. Wait for a while. All right. So once again, thank you for watching, and of course answering my question. So again, here is the guide questions. What is the message of the ABP, the audio visual presentation or video presentation? Then why is the journey more important than the destination? Then what place would you like to visit and why? So you can actually answer it in one paragraph. All right, so if I read some answers, no, Brent, the journey is more important than the destination because of how you take your twists and turns and how you react to the obstacles during the journey leading to the destination. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our Mr. Mexico Pampanga, Brent Christian Leanza, for his answer. Thank you for that. Indeed, ne, masanting niya talaga yung journey kaysa yung destination. And Sir Raymark, so likewise, it's my favorite part, Sir Raymark, and your answer is destination is like the fence. It's a sketch of our dream, yet the journey gives color. Indeed, no? So if you going to ask, thank you for your answers, ang Kuretang Aliwaking, na they shared sentiments regarding to a video presentation. And of course, I'd like to read the answer of lovely Roroka. The journey is more similar to the experience we had as a human being. Lessons and mistakes which makes us grow as a person, while destination is the ending of the journey. What we have accomplished during our journey, the research of the result of our hard work. Indeed, no, Ma'am Lovely, talaga, if you really work hard on your dreams, definitely in the end of the day, it will become a success. Thank you po for your participation, to all your answers, no? Somehow po, since it's senior high school students, may kakasing edad tamo, ne? So for sure, medyo familiar ta naman kay taong ABP. All right, if you're going to ask me, sir, why did you present that particular video? So to sum it up your answer and the message conveyed, no, by the what do you call this? By the ABP. By the way, no, to also give credits to Michael for his answer. Sabi niya, kahit gaano kahirap makapunta sa destination mo sa buhay, basta gusto at masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, walang hirap ang makapigil sa iyo. Wow, madamdamin, no? So how about Brand? The message of the ATPs, the journey is more important, more fun with friends and comrades despite the obstacles that you will face. Your friends will help you out and vice versa. Again, Mr. Brand from Mexico, Pampanga. Joke lang, Brand. Thank you for all your answers and your participation. And to sum it up, no, all your answers, no, it's all about the meaningful and victorious journey of the pirate king, di ba? It's Goldie Roger. Pamilyar tamo po. Di ba after reaching his destination, he surrendered. Later on, don't have to worry. All your answers will be read later on, no? So, di ba after reaching the destination of the pirate king, no one, he surrendered and chose to be executed. However, his legacy passed to every generation. And this
Sir Jeff, audio po.
So Jeff? So Jeff, audio po.
Yan, okay na po. Okay na po.
Yan, okay na po, sir.
Yan.
Yes po.
Milako ko po connection. Speaking of challenges, we have to face this challenge, the inconsistency or unstable of the internet connection. Anyway, as I proceed, no, the activity provide us the realization that life is full of challenges and not problems. When we say challenges, this needed to be faced and overcome. Dear students, remember po that our future, remember this, is the product of your decision in the present. Don't let other people define nor stop you from reaching your goals in life. So, if you're going to ask me, Sir Jeff, right, so number one, the first thing that you need to consider is, yes, flexible learning is so difficult. Nakakaroon lang memes about flexible learning. But you have to remember this, dear students. You should never stop. All you need is to tutok na, magpainawa, tutok na. Alright? Because maging tamo dapat matapang. Uling maling tao, piglaban tamo, ini pa kaya. So magpainawa pero isusuko. Life is full of uncertainties. You have to remember, do things as if it is our last. Second, tugutan nyo ini. Itang ama ng taong making excuse or making excuses. Don't then pong parents ko, kawani lang po. No, I myself from a broken family. At totoo pakakalolo, Sir Kawigan can actually relate on this also. Kung eka rogo magtinda, eka rogo scholar, eka mayari, eka mag-survive. So it's all about being persistent in achieving your goals in life. Inga po gino naman, balo na naman, kung eka in taong masipag, in the end of the day, he will become or he or she will become successful. Next. This would be the last, no? For the consideration in selecting a career exit, you need to show prudence in making a decision. Kaya nga, we define pangangarap later, a while ago for us to be guided that our goal requires a complete plan. Remember that plan demands a step-by-step procedure. Maging tamong wise, karang pipilyan tamo. Remember na hindi lahat ng pinagtagpo ay tinadhana. Di ba? But we have something that we need to learn from it. So you have to remember this now. Sabi lagi, sir, experience is the best teacher. I beg to disagree. Why? Because for me, the best teacher is learning and reflecting from your experiences. Tigdaanan mo pin, and nakaman may reflect, and nakaman ng biyasa, and yet, di ba, aliya best teacher. So you have to reflect and learn from your experience. Alright? Anak, maging tamong wise kayong pamimiling career exit because this may be one of the determinants of your success in the future. Now, speaking of career exits, as we all know, for this activity number 3, we have this no learning, no exit. Parang no ID, no entry. So yun naman, no learning, no exit. So for our specific career exits, let's have our last activity. Identify the following career exit. Please write your answer po on our chat pin. Again, with this 4 career exit, namely higher education, employment, entrepreneurship, middle-level skills development. So I'll be showing you a career, and then you have to answer it using our chat pane, kung nanuya pong career exit ito. Alright? So malino yung instruction ko. Again, magpakit kong picture or career, then tell me kung nanuya ang career exits among these 4 career paths. So higher education, employment, entrepreneurship, and middle-level skill. Alright? So Aja. So first one, we have this picture. Yan. So what is this? This pertains to what exit, guys? You can answer it using our chat pane. Yes, employment. Thank you, Elisa Joy, na laging laging maranon. Then Bea, Kim, very good. So next one, thank you for your answer, Marlo. Then another. Indeed, it's employment. Next, how about this one? Bachelor of Elementary Education. No? It has something to do with employment ba? Entrepreneurship? Higher education? Alright, very good. So they are well informed regarding to the career that they can take after the senior high school. Next, we have this one, FB Live Seller. So nano yung pong career path ni? Kaya katang FB Live Seller? Yeah, it's entrepreneur. Eliza Joy, thank you for your answer. No? Pamind ba? Pamind ba natin? So thank you for your answer. So Julius, Maria Teresa, Irish, Patricia for your answer. Next, I think this would be the second to the last. How about this one? So taking NC to cookery. Is this entrepreneur, higher education, middle level skill development, or entrepreneurship? Ayo, minisipla yata kung ano yung sagot. Ayun, so thank you. Yan, talagang inisip na niya Marlo, Marisa, Eliza na laging maranon. Very good, you are correct, Julius. No? So next, Patricia. Thank you, thank you. And this would be the last career. We have the call service representative, customer service representative rather. In layman's term, call center. No? So naniya po karatang for exits. So, we have employment, Eliza. How about the others? All right, Julius, thank you for your cooperation. Indeed, you are well informed, no? You are, should I say well informed, correct, karetang exits na ating tam. Thank you for your answer, Irish, Patricia, Bea, Francesca, Aya, and Edralyn. All right, so as I move forward, you're all correct. Actually, perfect. No? So we have the four exits: higher education, employment, entrepreneurship, and middle level skills. If we define it, yeah, the nitty-gritty of each of the career exit, so when I say employment, those who plan to work after senior high school. Kamukha kanina, ne? We have the career service representative, we have a fast food chain crew, something like that. So that will fall under employment. You are all correct. And for example, for reason, wala ta pang budget for college, kung isa ta mag-college, so wala ta pang budget, manipon ta mo. So we can seek employment, ne? Ano ka rin, of course, pamilya ta naman po keng peso, ne? We have Public Employment Service Office. And we're so lucky ne kasi we invited our counselor in Porac in the person of Papa Dudes, no, to help us, ne, Kenny. You can actually go to him directly or ask him, no, kung nalaretang pwede tamong career after senior high school. Likewise, Kendole, Department of Labor and Employment, they have website where you can see the career opportunities or job opportunities. Likewise in JobStreet. Next, this is just one among the four exits. So another one is we have the entrepreneurship. For example, you have planned to pursue entrepreneurship exit. You need to consider many things, no? Which later on, I believe someone will explain it explicitly, no? What is entrepreneurship all about, no? Of course, you have to be cautious in your investment. Halimbawa, mag-business kayo, kailangan legit in transaction. Sabi nga, lamang ang may alam. Kaya tintamong research subject, no? Regalo talagang market like a research subject, pero you don't know that it is actually helpful in researching and looking for if your business is feasible or pwede pag in particular a job or particular a place, something like that. The next exit is all about higher education. Ne? To those who would want to pursue a degree course in higher education, may directly inquire at the colleges and university. So you have as early as now, of course, following the safety protocol, you can inquire po for the entrance examination. I believe familiar ka naman kasi halos po rin kayo naman ay tao larong Facebook. So they can see things in Facebook where they can ask questions, no, or inquire for higher education. And lastly, for the four career exits, we have the middle level skills development. So who may want to pursue middle level skills development after finishing specific track or strand in senior high school may inquire at their local TESDA offices. So nung karagtamo po manakit TESDA offices, so we have in Pampanga Provincial Office in San Fernando, Salilungan. Pero kung medyo ali-practical yung pa magpunta, again, we have online courses or our Facebook, atin naman TESDA page na where we can ask for free training. Yeah? In the same time, guys, halimbawa, kung nangan nyo ko, sir, ba't inabi di pa po level skills development? Okay, thank you for asking that question. Kasi nga, ating kasing obra, ating job, na mangailangan national certificate. Kasi, ali assurance, or should I say, ali mo pwedeng sabihin mo na, competent ko po, biasa ko pong magluto, biasa ko pong antini. So, usually ka rin pong employers tamo, mangailangan ng certification. More so, if you want to go abroad, usually in national certificate cannot only be used national, but also internationally. I have friends na, would you believe, before la pumig abroad, kinang walang NC2, itang cookery, kung nga magkamaling NC2 cookery, tapos pepa red ribbon red ribbon yung term ka rin, for tamang US lang. Then after which, gamit may ganyang ticket ito para makapag-abroad lang. So in the same time, guys, you have to remember this, not only for the TVL students na Chukeni, also for applicable yan naman Karengas, you have to remember this. Porket skilled worker ka, mababalalawan ng tao kaya ka. Even generation pa, dating that, a major contribution tamo bilang Pilipino kayang alawang bansa is work first. And you would agree on me if you will ask your parents definitely na mas maragula pa pinsweldo rin blue-collar job kaysa kanang white-collar job. Karatang skilled workers, mas maragula sweldo kaysa karatang kang opisina. Kaya mo naman nata Pilipinas itang masyadong ating discrimination karing skilled workers. Pero kalamang bansa, mas madagol na sweldo, to tell you frankly and honestly. Alright? So, rata mo po, ratang kita katang career exits. We have, no, if to run down, no, we have entrepreneurship, we have higher education, we have employment, of course, we have the middle level skills development. And before I end, any questions regarding to our topic, entering exits? Any question, guys? Coming from the senior high school students? Lata na pong kutang? Payari tayo?
Questions po.
Questions? Suggestions? Clarification? Violent reactions? Alright, wala na po, Julius. Yan, Julius na. Medyo magdaldalya pala yung Julius pa check and chat ne. Pero personally, masyado. Alright, so I assume that we are okay, yeah, and clear. So before I end, I'd like to share this poem that I wrote, yeah, for you as graduating. Kung mag-graduate kayo, yeah. Alright, so entitled Aslagan, Kapilan Paman. So before we end, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to my fellow senior high school teachers, to my Lodi principal, Sir Joel Mendoza, and of course to my students. Kung maging maestra kong dahil kaya kayo. Thank you for fulfilling my mission as a teacher. Indeed, ang buhay ng guro ay buhay para sa iba. And I want to leave this poem to everyone. Aslagad kapilan paman. Alright? Abe, ng balita. Mayap ka pa? Aga nakada ka, uning mikawani ka ta. Ikit ko'y minuna mong gaga. Dapat balo kung may biyasa ka. Pati itang minuna mong liguran. Anak na, minasa karugo. Nano maning sakit. Talaturo, tuning tin magmalasakit. Inirugoy kayo, ala na ka, engkakong panimanman. Alakwan ko kaya ka, ingkabyas na. May palawot ka man, you have to remember this, everyone. Tandanan mo, ba't ka aslagan? With that, good luck in choosing your career exits. Thank you so much and God bless. Luwid Kapampangan, Luwid Talaturo, Luwid Aslagan, estudyante. Mimingan tamo po, tandanan tamongan, ba't ka aslagan? Thank you so much and God bless.
Well, there you have him, ladies and gentlemen, our second speaker for today's event, Dr. Jeffrey de la Cruz, entering the exits. Quite shocked pa ako, ne? Quite dramatic and touching, especially the last part. Ne? It is very true, we are all Easternians, and sabi nga, tatak Easternian, we will all succeed in our own simple ways and in our own rights. Ika nga, darating panahon, mababago natin ang mga buhay-buhay natin. Thank you very much, Sir Jeff. Proceeding po tayo. Speaking of, yes, message po. Lodi ka talaga, Sir Jeff. Ikaw lang sa kalam or malakas. Coming from our dear principal, Doc Joel, ang isa sa mga Lodi din ng Eastern Porac National High School. Talking about success and talking about the different exits of the K-12 program of the Department of Education, higher education man yan, employment man yan, middle skill development, and then entrepreneurship. All right, we all have them as well at Eastern Porac National High School, and we are proud to deliver and to give you guys the different graduates, some of our graduates from our dear school who have succeeded in their own rights. And, Ma'am G, let us proceed. Our first guest speaker for today's event, all right, pursued one of the exits higher education, one of the batch members of the 2018 graduates of EPNHS. He graduated, by the way, with honors at Eastern Porac, received Best in Arts and Best in Athletics. Right now, he is currently enrolled at City College of Angeles, Bachelor of Physical Education. So, bali sinundan po niya ang path ng idol niya, si Sir Lem. Bachelor of Physical Education. And we are proud to say he is a consistent Dean's Lister. One of our, should we say, anak at Eastern Porac National High School. Dear learners, faculty members, administrative team, Consiel Papadudut, and the rest of the gang with our dear principal, let us all welcome Jonathan A. Tongol. Tan?
Thank you so much po, Sir Kumigan, for that wonderful introduction. So, to our beloved principal, teachers, Honorable Roman Paul David, students, and parents, good morning, everyone. Again, I am Jonathan Tongol, a pioneer student at Eastern Porac National High School, and now I am currently taking the Bachelor of Physical Education at City College of Angeles. I am glad to be here and be part of this wonderful webinar just for me to share my experience during my senior high school journey and how did I handle it in choosing my career path after finishing my senior high school level. And up until today, what experience did I encounter? Since we are the first batch of K-12 in senior high school, during that time, it was new and there are a lot of things to be considered for us to accept that senior high school is already part of our journey that we need to overcome. And yet, we did it. To share my experience after finishing my senior high school journey, it was really hard for me to choose whether to pursue my college degree, to find a job, or even any other options. But I decided to go to college. Why? Aside from the fact that I want to have a decent job and also I want to help my family. But the main reason behind that is why I choose to pursue my study or my college degree is that I wanted to become a teacher someday. I want to see myself teaching students and believing in my capabilities that I can be a good teacher someday. And since then I was in elementary, I really admire my teachers. I want seeing them teaching students, and they really motivated me. That's why that time I was told to myself that I will be a teacher also. With that, whatever problems or shortcomings and whatsoever, it is not hindrances for me to pursue my study or my dream as a teacher. But things are not permanent. Sometimes we encounter some uncertainties. Like when I was entering college, there are a lot of consequences. But at the same time, there's also a good thing, such as it may be hard for me to enter the college while experiencing hardship when it comes to financial. But the good thing is that the institution or the school that I was chosen is offering free tuition fee to all students who are willing to pursue their college and who are determined to learn and make their future be successful. And honestly, senior high school gave me a lot of opportunity that really changed my path today. It helps me a lot, such as how to see myself someday of what best career is appropriate to me, and how to be more confident in every aspect of situation. To our teachers, always give their very best for us to learn, grow with values, and to enhance our skills that we didn't expect to do that. And those things that we've learned in senior high school really helps me in entering my college journey. That's why I am very thankful to all teachers in Eastern Porac National High School, especially our senior high teachers. Also, I just want to share my experience when I was entering the college. It was not easy to be admitted to school, but there are a lot of things to be done and pass for me to qualify. Of course, I did everything for me to be able to pass and qualify. I read some reading materials and seek for help from others on how to pass and what strategies they have done in taking the entrance examination. Because at that time, CCA is one of the schools that I think will give me a chance to continue my journey. And also, to share with you my experience on how my college but while the times go along, things are easy for me because I am the type of person or students who's always willing and easy to interact and communicate with others, especially to our students who's willing to interact and communicate with me. That's why it was easy for me to become comfortable in my chosen school. Until such time, I became also part or a member of CCA Performing Arts, which I think the Eastern Porac National High School bring me these skills or talent to show and be part of other organizations. I also received recognitions like Dean's Lister and a being good leader in a classroom. But the most important and most achievement that I had received after my senior high school journey, going to my college journey, is to be one of the scholar of CHED under full merit scholarship program, which these scholars or this program really helps me to provide my needs, not only for my academic needs, but also for my family's needs. And I am very grateful to the EPNHS family, especially my senior high school journey, because without them, I will not achieve this great opportunity. In short, senior high school bring me into my right path or my career. So to all students here, I know it is not easy for you to choose what career path you wanted to be after you all surpass your journey in senior high, especially during this time of pandemic. But I want you to remember this simple quotation by Ziglar. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Meaning, in the next step of your journey, things will be changed into more challenging, wherein you will be learning on how to make your own decision. You will be learning how to be standalone, because you will be now starting discovering your biggest strengths and weaknesses, most especially your new journey. I'm not saying it is hard to pursue your dream. No, there is no hard for you if you really wanted to achieve your dream. But as your brother, I just want you to remember that whatever you wanted to be, just follow it. Never let the shortcomings or problems and others will stop your dream. Just believe in yourself and always look into positive side, not into negative, because negative thoughts will bring you into worse. And I know you all can do it. Good luck to your next journey.
Wow. There you have him, ladies and gentlemen. Easternians, one of your kuya, should we say, Jonathan A. Tongol, third year college student, scholar of City College of Angeles and Commission on Higher Education. Okay? Whatever your status in life may be, financial, social, or whatever, sabi nga niya, do not let those negativities stop you from dreaming and claiming the blessings, okay, of this life. thank you very much, Antonggol. Nakita mo naman kung gaano ka-proud ang mga teacher mo sa'yo. Okay, with our messages, all right, inbox messages.
Thank you po.
Okay.
Thank you po to
You're
all
welcome.
teachers.
Yes, thank you very much for sharing. Another guest speaker po, and someone who will share her experiences as well in one of the exits. Employment po tayo ngayon. Let me introduce to you our next speaker. She graduated with honors as well, batch 2018. Kaklase po siya ni Tan Tonggol, no? Ay no, kabatch, schoolmate. She also graduated with honors, best in research paper, former Miss Nutrition 2014, EPNHS, former Miss Inchams first runner-up 2016. She started working in 2018 at, what's this, ICOR VXI, and Concentrix Company. And she is a proud wife and a proud soon-to-be mother on her first child. Friends, I give you Mrs. Paula Dizon Manangan.
Hello po, good morning.
Good morning.
Po sa natin, dear Principal Dr. Joel, and sa mga Eastern Porac National High School teachers, students, and parents, good morning po sa inyong lahat. So ito po yung career or chosen path ko, which is employment, na i-share ko po sa lahat. Sana ma-inspired po kayo sa sasabihin ko for today. So, bakit nga ba, alam ko, first question niyo po is, bakit ko nga ba piniling mag-work after senior high school? First of all is, ito yung pinakamabigat na desisyon na gagawin ng isang estudyante. Yung piliin na hindi na mag-college or mag-work muna. Then, saka na lang siguro yung college kung meron chance, di ba? Pero bakit nga ba ito yung pinili kong path ko? First of all, mahirap sa isang anak na tulad ko na makita yung parents niya nang nahihirapan. Ako po nanggaling po sa, syempre, hindi naman po ganun ka-rich family. Mahirap lang din po kami. Ever since nag-high school ako, nag-start na akong mag-work or nag-summer job ako para lang magkaroon ng gamit sa school, bayad ng tuition fee, ganun. At saka sa mga kapatid ko na rin, kasi 5 kaming magkakapatid. So, kailangan talaga ng doble sikap. At hindi lang kaya ng parents ko yun. Kasi yung papa ko, truck driver lang. Si mama naman is housewife lang. So, napakahirap po talaga ng buhay noon. And then, nung after graduation, yun, nag-decide na talaga ako kung mag-continue pa ako ng college or mag-work. And sa sobrang ko po nun, actually trinay ko munang mag-college eh. Pumasok ako sa service crew sa Burger King dyan sa Nepo. Pumasok din po ako ng sales lady sa may Nepo Mart. And nag-sales marketing staff din po ako sa may mga electric bike. So, ang dami ko napasukan ng work. So then, iniisip ko kung magpapatuloy pa ba ako ng college, lalo na ang mahal ng tuition fee nun. Hindi talaga kaya. Kahit na sabihin kong mag-working student ako, hindi ko kayang pagsabay yung trabaho at pag-aaral. That time kasi, simula high school naman ako, pinagsasabay ko na talaga yung trabaho at yung pag-aaral. So, sinabi ko sa mama ko na, mag-work na lang muna ako. So, pumayag naman si mama nun. Parang naging destiny na lang din sa akin yung mag-work muna. Kasi nagka-pandemic, wala kaming source of income talaga, as in, nung nag-pandemic, as in yung sahod ko lang, yung naging source of income namin, na wala ng trabaho si papa ko, wala ng trabaho si kuya ko. So wala kami talagang pagkukunan ng pagkain nun. And luckily, nakatulong ako sobra sa parents ko, lalo na sa kapatid ko na may asawa na din. That time kasi, nagkasakit yung pamangkin ko. Nag-seizure siya ng 9 times in a day. So, dinala namin siya sa AUF. Wala kaming pagkunan na pera, wala kaming mahiraman. So, yung mga ipon ko, nagkaroon ako ng ipon na nakatulong talaga ng malaki sa family ko. Ang bill kasi noon is more than 50K. So, nakapagbigay ako kahit kalahati sa parents ko, pambayad lang sa hospital.
So, yun. After nun, nagtuloy-tuloy naman. Hindi naman ako nagsisi sa pinili kong career na mag-work muna. Kasi, ito yung parang mas nag-build sa akin ngayon. Nakatulong na ako sa magulang ko, sa mga kapatid ko. At saka, nakatulong din ako sa sarili ko, syempre. Nakukuha ko na yung mga, or nabibili ko na yung mga gusto ko. Meron po ako ng sariling milyo, which is sarili kong pera. Tapos, nabibili ko na rin yung sarili kong gamit na hindi ko na kailangan humingin sa mama ko na, or hindi ko na kailangan bumili ng second-hand phone. O, nakakabili na talaga ako ng mga brand new, ganyan. Tapos, natulungan ko rin si kuya ko na makapunta sa Canada. Nakapag, kami sa kanya. Bali ngayon, si kuya ko nasa Canada na, si ate ko nasa Malaysia na. Which is tulong-tulong kami. Siyempre, kung walang may trabaho sa aming magkakapatid, mas mahihirapan kami na ma-achieve talaga yung goal ng pamilya namin. So, hindi ko lang goal to. Goal ng buong pamilya namin to. So, sa lahat ng mga estudyante dyan, alam ko, main problem talaga natin is yung financial problem. Sana hindi maging hindrances yun na para hindi kayo magpatuloy pa rin sa pag-aaral. Kung may chance pa rin para mag-aral kayo, may mga opportunity pa rin dyan para mag-aral kayo, mag-aral kayo. Kasi mas masarap pa rin mag-aaral. Yun lang po. And thank you so much po pala. It's been a pleasure to give inspirational experience sa mga naging ang katulad kong estudyante rin. Thank you so much po.
Wow, nakaka-proud naman talaga, your work attitude and your attitude in life as well brought forth different blessings, not just for you, but for your family. All right. Again, as K to 12 program of the Department of Education would always emphasize, no matter what the exit is, you will succeed in your own right and in your own way. All right. May kanya-kanya po tayong daan. And as one of our guest speakers have said, Doc Jeff, it's not just about the destiny or destination. It's all about the journey as well. As you went on with your journey, Paula, you have met and you have helped a lot of people. Thank you very much. And again, congratulations. We're very proud of you. Yes, and the moment we've all been waiting for has finally come, MRG. All right, right in front of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the one who made time for us. All right, maraming salamat po ngayon pa lang. Okay, let me introduce our next guest speaker. He is, from his credentials, all right, pagkabasa ko, I already told myself, he is a jack of all trades. Number 1, okay, he is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nursing at AUF in 2007, our dear alma mater as well, okay. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, former company nurse at Robinson's Land Corporation, former staff nurse at Jose Songco Lapid District Hospital, former barangay kagawad of Pio in 2018, Sangguniang Bayan member of the Municipality of Porac, Pampanga 2019 to present, owner, entrepreneur of Papa Dude's Lechon Manok. Friends, historians, let us all welcome Honorable Roman Paul Castro David, RN.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning po.
Yes sir, narinig niyo ba ako?
Yes sir.
Okay, yan. Good morning, Easternians. Actually, very proud ako, no? And very honored na mabasama sa webinar na to, which is ito yung pinaka time for the students, no? Ito kasi yung yung parang next chapter nila, yung after senior high school years. Anyway, good morning po sa lahat. Syempre sa ating school head, to the man with a brilliant mind, syempre our principal, Sir Joel Mendoza. Good morning, sir. And sa mga fellow speakers natin kanina, no, ang galing nila. Actually, si Ma'am Cindy, no, talagang sa credentials pa lang yan, talagang napawaw na ako, then nag-discuss siya, talagang sobrang galing. Kaya di na ako nagtataka na magna cum laude siya. And to our public servant, Sir Jeffrey De La Cruz, hats off po sa inyo. Galing ng presentation nyo kanina. Siyempre, kina Ma'am Jeanette and Ma'am Rachel. Maraming salamat to Sir Melchor, then and Sir Raymart, to our Master of Ceremony. Yeah. Actually, nung nalaman ko to, nung minessage ako ni Mama RG, when it comes to the career guidance program, yung about entrepreneurship, no. Actually, it's not my first time din naman na to speak, no, sa Eastern yan, sa Eastern High School. I think last year or noong 2019, nagpunta rin ako physically sa school to give some advice, no, sa mga senior high school student natin. Now, sa mga learners natin ngayon today, and sa mga parents na nandito, maraming salamat po. Yun palang nakinig kayo today ay parang nakita ko na porsigido kayo, no. Maraming darating na success sa inyo. Konting lang, actually nasabi ng lahat kanina, kung sabi nga ni Sir Jeffrey kanina, yung sa kanya ay yung kay Ma'am Cindy is pang magna cum laude, pang award talaga kay Sir no. Sa akin kasi pang lang, pang row 4 lang, pero diskarte lang. Anyway, kidding aside po. Actually, nag-start ako sa Papa Dude's Lechon Manok. Employed ako noon. Staff nurse ako noon ng Sesong ko District Hospital. Since yung kasing business yung business, hindi ka lang kasi mag-focus parang hindi ka lang mag-focus sa sarili mo, no. Mag-focus ka rin sa family mo, lalo na gusto ko na rin na lumagay sa tahimik, I mean magpamilya. Dito sa Pilipinas alam naman natin na yung pagiging nurse, yung sahod is medyo mababa, pero ilang years din akong sa hospital, pero di ko inisip yung yung sahod. Yung iniisip ko doon yung passion, yung paano ako makatulong sa tao, kung paano ko tulungan yung mga may sakit. Ganun yung ginagawa ko. Yun nga lang, dinagdagan ko lang ng business habang employed ako. Pero yung sa totoo, kung after nyo ng senior high school, I suggest and gusto ko sa mga learners natin is i-pursue nila yung higher education, no. Kasi alam naman natin na iba pa rin yung iba pa rin yung may titulo, iba pa rin yung may pinag-aralan. I mean, gusto ko yung bago kasi bisan kasi sabi nila yung experience darating din yan. Isa akin kasi theory muna, yung education muna, yung matututo ka muna before the experience. And sa experience, matututo ko rin naman sa sa true experience mo. Actually, mahirap din kasi sa part ko that time na mag-enter to college. Kasi nursing is not my first choice, no. First choice ko is architecture talaga. Nag-entrance exam na ako sa Holy Angel University noon kasi alam ko magiging pioneers ng architecture is yung batch ng 2003 to 2007 or 8. Pero dahil minsan yung buhay hindi naman lahat nasa taas, talagang kulang na kulang. At pinagmamalaki ko naman, yung tatay ko is jeepney driver siya. No? Dahil sa pagiging jeepney driver niya is nakapagtapos din kami. Though marami din na tumulong na like ng utang kasi yun din naman yung naging prinsipyo ko is parang study now, pay later. Kasi yung kung mag-study ka muna, tapos babayaran mo utang mo kasi magpupursige ka naman eh. Tinake ko yung nursing nun kasi ito yung in demand. Kaya nasabi ni Ma'am Cindy kanina, nung panahon na yon yung nursing nag-boom siya. Yun yung in demand sa local and abroad. Kaya napunta ako dito kasi yung totoo before din nasa MGCS ako, Mother Good Counsel Seminary. Kaya lang sabi ko sa sarili ko na hindi lang naman siguro yung pagpapare yung way para mag-serve kay God. Siguro marami namang paraan para mag-serve sa Kanya. Kung gumawa ka lang ng mabuti sa araw-araw, sa kapwa mo, sa pamilya mo, yun ay magandang halimbawa na yon na talagang mahal mo yung Panginoon. No? Anyway po, yun nga, sinasabi ko kanina na kung may pagkakataon, i-pursue nyo lang yung higher education na pili kayo ng career nyo na gusto nyo, yung hindi yung gusto ng pamilya nyo, yung kaibigan nyo, yung wag kayong mag-isabay sa uso. Piliin nyo yung talagang akma sa mga skills mo, no? Kasi yung iba diyan minsan nakikiuso ganyan. Tapos minsan sa pelikula, 'di ba? Minsan sinasabi ng actor doon is parang sinasabi niya na parang gusto nyo lang yung gusto nyo, pero yung gusto ko, tinanong nyo ba? Minsan, yung tatay niya, engineer, pero gusto nung anak is maging doktor. Gusto ng tatay, engineer, kaya nag-engineer siya. Pero in the end, hindi naging masaya yung bata. No? Parang na sapawan yung niya, yung gusto niya sa gusto ng parents niya. Hindi. I advise yung gusto niyo talaga yung kunin niyo. And after senior high school years, kasi yung average ng age niyo is 18 to 20, right? Or something, or less than 20. Gusto ko kasi, kung gusto niyo man pumasok sa entrepreneurship, no? Gamitin nyo habang mas bata kayo. Use your 20s, no? Habang bata kayo, use your 20s, yung get fit, parang learn to sell din. Like, for example, yan, ang daming nag-live selling, no? Yung build your habits, no? Kasi yun yung importante dyan. And learn how to make profitable skills and learn how to make money. At the young age kasi napakahalaga ng may pera ka na. Actually, yung sabihin lang, mukha kang pera, mukha kang pera kasi gusto mo magkapera ka kasi may mga dreams ka, may mga binabayaran ka. Gusto mo makaraos yung pang-araw-araw na gawain mo, no? Yung mga binabayaran. And when kapag nag-enter ka sa entrepreneurship, gusto mo dapat gusto mong pumunta pero wala kang puhunan is diskarte mo lang din kung may puhunan ka. punta ka sa business na kaya na lang ng budget mo, no? Minsan kasi ay dapat mag-business ka ganyan, entrepreneurship, no? Ay wala akong pampuhunan, no? Wala akong pampuhunan ganyan. Pero kapag dumating yung bagong iPhone 13 yan, unang-una ka pang bumibili. Pero yung business na inaalok sa'yo is around 50 to 70,000, ayaw mo kasi mahal yung mag-start ng business. Pero sa iPhone, parang gusto mo nakain ka, no? Did you get my point? No? Wag mong yung mga needs and wants mo i-separate mo. Mahirap kasi yung mga needs mo lang parang napapabaya ay yung mga wants mo yun yung mga gusto mo lang talaga. Pero yun, actually nung nag-start ako sa Papa Dudes Lechon Manok noon, nang utang lang ako ng around 50 to 60,000 noon. Sabi ko, umpisan ko to. Kasi the moment pa lang na na inumpisan ko yung business, no, parang nag-agree ako sa sarili ko na ito maglilitsyon manok ako. Ito kasi yung in demand. Tinignan ko mga factors na yun kasi yung lechon manok is parang ngayon pambansang ulam, no? Kapag may dumating na bisita, wala kang biglaan dumating na bisita pero wala kang nakahandang pagkain, no? Punta ka lang sa Papa Dudes lechon manok tapos kagad nakaluto na. Yung less time for cooking. And anyway, ito kasi yung business na pangalawa lang business ko lang to kasi before noon pinagsabay-sabay ko yung habang employed ako ng staff nurse sa hospital, nagtsatsyanggi rin ako, nagbebenta rin ako ng mga damit. Pumupunta ako sa Baklaran, mamili ng mga damit, yung mga uso, tapos ibibenta ko dito. Yung mga nagtatayo ng tent sa mga playgrounds, no? Like pumunta ako sa may ibang lugar like around Pulo Santol, sa may model community, sa may Sebang Bulawan, yan. Iniikot ko yan. So parang nag-double time ako kasi nga nasa na ako late 20s eh. Nasa late 20s na ako noon. Kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo, use your 20s. Yung habang bata kayo is parang wag niyong hayaan na yung kapag nasa 30s na kayo is parang pagsisihan nyo na wala kayong ginawa sa nung 20s nyo. Yung like for example, yung parang naging laman lang kayo ng mga bars sa Angeles or parang inuno lang sa love life mo yung 20s. Hindi, gawin mo inspirasyon yung love life mo, no? Yun yung makakatulong sa iyo to pursue your dreams, no? Para maging successful ka. And yung mga opportunity na dapat sa entrepreneurship is dapat inaano mo tinitake mo rin. Like for example, yung sa lechon manok, hindi porket lechon manok yung nakalagay sa title ng business mo is doon ka lang magfo-focus. Pwede mo dagdagan siya like ako dinagdagan ko ng lechon liempo. Yan, parang additional yan sa sa profit mo. Pero at the end, ikaw pa rin yung mag-manage yan, ikaw pa rin mag-market. Like for example din, yung inad ko yung hindi lang pang-ulam siya, no? Parang nilagay ko rin sa mga giveaways, sa mga christening, sa mga weddings. Parang pinackage ko siya, in-market ko para maramihan. Kasi minsan sa business, kahit konting kita, basta mabilis, pwede na. Yun yung kasi yung parang naging prinsipyo ko doon na kahit konting tubo, basta mabilis, go lang. Like for example, yung lechon manok noon that day is nakaka 250 pieces ako. So para mabilis binawasan ko yung yung tutubuin ko para ma-market ko siya ng halimbawa yung 199 no imbis na 210 kung mabilis naman gagawin kong 199 gagawin ko pa yung yung babawasan pa sa 200 na 1 peso into 199 para para murang tingnan sa market no. Tapos wag ka rin matakot na malugi kasi sa business may mga ups and downs yan eh. Like for example yung this pandemic no. Honestly maraming businesses na natamaan ng pandemic no. Maraming business na nag-down no, maraming nagsara. Pero yun, wala naman may kagustuhan ng pandemic na to. So parang i-boost mo yung sarili mo na kapag nag-enter ka sa entrepreneurship, kasama na yan, no? Kasama na yan. Pero kapag nag-open naman yan, parang biblis na naman yan. So parang take every opportunity na naman, no? Kasi nung pag-enter ko pa lang sa business na to, sabi ko success na ako. Kasi sinubukan ko eh. Kasi yung iba diyan ay parang natakot silang malugi, no, which is yung totoo kung hindi mo naman tinry talagang luging-lugi ka na. Yung percentage na magiging successful ka is 0% na kasi hindi mo na-try eh. Pero once na tinry mo yung kahit anong gusto mong business, kapag nag-start ka, yung chance mo kagad 50-50 na. So yung 50% na chance mo na maging successful, yung 50% yung hindi. So anong gagawin mo niyan as a owner? Nasa iyo kung papalaguin mo yung business mo. Nasa yung diskarte niyan kung paano mo papalaguin. Like yung sa akin noon is nag-start ako sa one stall sa model community, no? And then after a month or a month and 2 months, naging 3 and naging 4 hanggang naisip ko yung franchising business noon. Kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo, hindi lang naman natapos yung business sa first stage, no? Kailangan maging futuristic ka rin. Yung franchising, talagang inisip ko rin yun. So, yun nga, actually, and honestly talaga, ready na ako for para magpo-franchise nun. Marami na akong nakausap and mga legal officers nun. So, inisip ko na lang na baka hindi pa yung time, no? Minsan kasi right timing din. Hindi yung time na yon. I entered politics as a public servant that time nung talagang magbo-boom na yung business eh, no? It's a lesson learned din sa akin yan. Pero wala akong pinagsisihan kasi yung tiwala ng mga tao is andito pa rin. Yung yung gusto ko sa business andito pa rin din. Right timing din, no? Naging public servant ako through din sa mga customer ko, through din sa mga tao sa Porac, no? Ito yung naging parang challenge din sa akin na i-pursue yung as a public servant, tapos i-pursue din ng being business. Ang hirap kasi sa part ng business owner, no? Minsan hindi ka nakakapag-focus, hindi ka nakakapag naman sa mga trabahador mo, no? In-advise ko lang once na inumpisan mo na yung business, tutukan mo. Kasi yun yung yun yung magiging bread and butter mo eh. Diyan ka kukuha ng lakas mo eh, na Diyan ka kukuha ng pagkain mo sa araw-araw, yung pagkano mo sa mga pamilya mo, diyan lahat. Kaya focus. And you feel naman, never be afraid to start over, no? Yung totoo, yung fear talaga, yung takot talaga, yun yung ano yung fear talaga keeps so many people miserable talaga. Doon nagkakatalo. And sa business talaga, yun yung pinaka-importante is huwag kang lang matakot habang bata ka pa, no? Habang mga bata pa kayo, kung gusto niyo sa entrepreneurship, ito yung mas uh, magandang pagkakataon, no? Sigurado nabasa niyo na rin to na yung parang mas maganda yung yung ikaw yung boss, no? Pero hindi madali yung maging boss, kailangan leader ka. Ganun din sa entrepreneurship. I-lead mo yung mga tao mo, syempre hindi lang naman ikaw yung pagbi-business diyan na ikaw yung lahat mag-marinate, ikaw yung mag-iiyaw, ikaw yung magbenta, hindi, may mga tao pa diyan. Ikaw lang yung leader nila. Hindi ka boss dapat diyan. Ikaw yung leader ng sarili mong business. Ayun, actually nasabi na nila lahat kanina, no? Para hindi na lang magtagal. Pasalamat na lang ako sa mga Easternians, no? Kay Sir, alam ko Sir, lagi tayong nagbo-basketball din dati, no? Ikaw yung kaya sinabi ko na yung kanina na a man with a brilliant mind. Ikaw yung aslagan talaga ng Eastern Porac, no? Maraming salamat sa inyo. Sa mga co-speakers ko kanina, sa mga inspirational message nyo, sa mga ibang faculty members natin dyan, maraming salamat. Hindi ko na talaga habain yung discussion. Siguro marami ng gutom din. Actually kasi yung napakinggan mo lang yung kay Ma'am Cindy kanina, doon pa lang malalaman mo na kung ano yung gusto mo. Kung napakinggan mo rin yung kay Sir Jeffrey kanina, doon pa lang makita mo na yung sarili mo kung paano lumangoy, no? Sa karagatan. Kasi like ko sinasabi na yung buhay talaga is nasa iyo kung anong gusto mong langoy, kung hanggang saan yung gusto mong lalangoyin. So, sa inyong lahat, to our dear learners, no, maraming salamat. Sana na-appreciate nyo yung kahit konting lang, din ako mga slides or presentation through experience na lang. Kayo din, na darating yung araw, no, gusto ko kayo yung magsasalita naman sa mga ibang tao na yung mga pinagdaanan nyo, kung paano kayo nag-start, kung paano yung mga hardship na pinagdaanan nyo. Kayo ang gagawa ng istorya nyo, no? Hindi ang gagawa ng story nyo si Sir Joel, no? Hindi gagawa si Ma'am RG, si Ma'am Cindy, no? Kayong mga learners, kayo ang gagawa ng istorya ng buhay nyo. Sila yung magiging gabay natin, no? Sila Sir Joel, yung mga teachers natin, sila yung magiging gabay lang. I-assist tayo. Pero kayo pa rin yung gagawa ng magandang istorya na ikikwento nyo sa mga anak nyo, sa mga apo nyo, at sa lahat ng tao na na-inspire din sa inyo. No? Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at magandang umaga. Mabuhay po ang Easternians po. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, thank you very much po again, Honorable Roman Paul C. David, also known as Papa Dudes, under the Curriculum Exit Entrepreneurship po. Maraming salamat po for sharing your insights and experiences, Counselor. And thank you as well to our dear listeners, audience, for staying with us. And now we are going forward to the awarding, no, not yet, the Q&A. Okay. Question and answer po portion of this program. If you have any questions, you may raise them up using our in-call messages. All right, messages po from our students. Salamat po, Counselor Papa Dudes. Maraming salamat din po. Messages from our principal, Dr. Joel Mendoza. Maya Payabak po, Counselor Papa Dudes.
Good morning po.
Thank you. Okay po. Ma'am Rachel Gilbuan, thank you very much din po, Counselor Papa Dudes. Dakal pong salamat. And from Ma'am Cindy, no, sir, ayan. Thank you so much po, Counselor Papa Dudes. Thank you po sa time. From Doc Jeff din po, thanks po, Counselor. O yan, Luwid. All right, from one of our students po, thank you so much po for all the speakers. And yun nga po, we don't have any questions, so we proceed to the next part of the program, the awarding of the certificates. First off, okay, let me read the citation. Republic of the Philippines Department of Education, Division of Pampanga, Eastern Porac National High School, Manibog, Libutad, Porac, Pampanga, Certificate of Recognition is hereby awarded to Cindy P. Sikat for being a resource speaker in the Senior High School Career Guidance Program webinar series, Road to the Right Choice, given this 28th day of May 2021 at Eastern Porac National High School, Manibog, Libutad, Porac, Pampanga. Signed, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza, School Head. Congratulations po, and thank you very much, Ma'am Sins. Proceeding, we also have the same certificate of recognition awarded to Dr. Jeffrey G. De La Cruz, again for being a resource speaker in the Senior High School Career Guidance Program webinar series, Entering the Exits, given the same day of May 28, 2021 at EPNHS, Manibog, Libutad, Porac, Pampanga. Signed, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza. We also have certificate of recognition is hereby awarded to Jonathan A. Tongo, again for being a resource speaker in the Senior High School Career Guidance Program webinar series, Curriculum Exit, Higher Education, given this 28th day of May 2021 at Eastern Porac National High School, also signed by our dear principal, Dr. Joel Mendoza. Certificate of recognition is also awarded to Ms. Paula D. Mangangan, okay, for being a resource speaker in the Senior High School Career Guidance webinar series, Curriculum Exit, Employment, given this 28th day of May 2021 at Eastern Porac National High School. Signed, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza. And let us not forget, okay, this certificate is awarded to Honorable Roman Paul C. David for being a resource speaker in the Senior High School Career Guidance Program webinar series, Curriculum Exit, Entrepreneurship, given this 28th day of May 2021 at Eastern Porac National High School, Manibog, Libutad, Porac, Pampanga. Signed, Joel S. Mendoza, PhD. Ma'am G, insert mo. Okay. Okay, let us not forget, of course, yon. This certificate of recognition is awarded to none other than Rachel Gail Buanyos Wico for being a resource speaker in the Career Guidance Program webinar series, Orientation on Career Guidance Program, given on the same day of May 28, 2021 at Eastern Porac National High School. Signed, Dr. Joel S. Mendoza. Dakal pong salamat. And the moment we've all prepared for, okay? So most of our listeners now are the grade 12 senior high school learners at Eastern Porac National High School. We may consider this as our parting messages because you're about to graduate now, okay? So let us indulge ourselves in the experiences, in the sharings of your dear teachers, and of course our postgraduates and guest speakers. Okay? The teacher, na hindi malilimutan ng lahat. Kapag yan sinabi niya, o nak, alatang pisasabyan kaya na alam na kung sino yan. Ang boses ng Senior High School Department and our group leader delivering his closing remarks. Let us all welcome Master Teacher 2, Master in Education, Master in Physical Science, Professor Melchor Balboa.
Thank you, Sir Kawigan. Okay lang po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Master in physical education po yun na hindi physical science.
Ali kasi piyabe. Miyabe kata ka rin.
Alright, thank you very much, sir. Yung mga speakers po natin, thank you. Dr. Cindy, future doctor, and Doc Jeff, our principal po, Sir Joel, our head teacher, focal person, Ma'am Jen, ang in charge po natin, Ma'am RG, and of course, yung mga senior high school teachers po. Tsaka po yung mga parent na nandyan pa, thank you very much po na at nandyan pa kayo hanggang ngayon. Tsaka po yung mga students natin. Ano po? Konting slides lang po to na ginawa ng mga grade 12 sa personal development. Sana kapag nakita nyo yung mga picture na to, I just reflect na kung ano yung makikita nyo dun sa picture. Sige po, Ma'am RG. Yan. Yung mga actual tsaka ideal self natin. Next po. Ayan. Ang gandang tignan kasi, ang sarap tignan, no? Yung ngayon pa lang meron na tayo kung ano yung gusto natin, no, kapag nag-aral na tayo ng college. Sige po. Ayan. Next po. Ayan po. So, merong architect, meron tayong Air Force, meron tayong engineer, pilot. Sige po. Yan. Please watch po the video and reflect habang pinapanood po natin.
Babangon tayo, susulong tayo. Bawat araw na ito, may tapang na di susuko. Ano man ang iyong harapin, walang di kakayanin. Babangon tayo, susulong tayo. Buhay natin ay di biro. Ang pag-angat, isa puso. Dahil bawat bangon natin, nasa satin din ito. Babangon tayo, susulong tayo. Ano mang pait ang dinaranas mo, may ngiting sasalubong sa iyo. Babangon tayo, susulong tayo.
Anak! Tay!
Babangon tayo.
Alright, thank you very much po, Ma'am RG. I'm not sure po to advertise and to advertise the Nescafe. Nagustuhan ko lang po yung message nung kanta. Sabi niya, bawat araw na ito may tapang na di susuko. Most especially in this time of pandemic. No, hindi ngayon yung panahon na kailangan nating sumuko. We need to be strong. No? Ano man ang iyong harapin, walang di kakayanin. No, lahat, nandiyan yung mga teachers, no? Nandiyan yung parents natin, nandiyan yung mga guardian natin to guide us. Na kaya kung meron kayong problema, no, kung meron kayong problema sa mga na nararanasan ninyo, feeling nyo, nadidepress kayo, nandiyan yung mga teachers ninyo na kung ano man ang mga pangarap nyo sa buhay, gaya nung pinakita namin kanina, yung mga pictures ninyo, sana ma-achieve ninyo yon. Buhay natin ay di biro, ang pag-angat isa puso. Lagi lang nating tandaan na kapag nag-aaral tayo at unti-unti umaangat na tayo sa buhay, huwag nating kakalimutan na kailangan nating laging maging mabuting tao. No, kapag yun ang pinaka number one na nasa puso natin at isipan na lagi tayong maging mabuting tao, mga anak, marami ang tutulong sa inyo. Wala kang inaapakan na iba to achieve your goal. No, nandun ka lang, focus ka lang dun sa malinis na pamamaraan para makatapos ka ng pag-aaral. Dahil bawat bangon natin, nasa sa atin yon. Sabi nga ni Sir kanina, at lagi ko rin sinasabi sa inyo sa klase natin, kapag nag-real life situation na tayo, kapag pinanganak kang mahirap at nawala kang mahirap, ang ibig sabihin kasi wala kang ginawa sa buhay. Pero kapag pinanganak kang mahirap at dumating ang buhay mo na naging maganda at maginhawa, ang ibig kasing sabihin nun, meron ka kasing ginawa. No? Ano bang tait ang dinaranas mo, may ngiting sasalubong sa'yo. Kahit ano pa ang mangyari sa atin, at the end of the day, no, meron pa ring tutulong at tutulong sa atin. No? Lagi lang tayong sa bright side. Bakit nararanasan natin to? Bakit hirap tayo sa pag-aaral? Mga anak, lagi niyong tatandaan, to achieve your goal, your studies kasi is your best investment. Nag-i-invest lang kayo sa pag-aaral ninyo para maging maganda ang buhay ninyo in the future. No? Paano magiging maganda ang buhay kung ikaw mismo ngayon pa lang hindi ka nag-aaral ng maayos? Gusto mong maging architect, pero hindi mo naman ginagawa kung ano yung mga dapat mo na gawin para maging architect. Gusto mong maging pilot, pero ikaw mismo wala kang ginagawa. No, lagi natin tatandaan, this is your investment. Kailangan mong magpagod, kailangan mong mag-invest sa pag-aaral, mag-aral ka ng mabuti, no? Para gumanda yung kinabukasan mo. Hindi yung nangopya lang ako no mga anak, hindi na uso si lusyatan ngayon na mag-iipon ka ng dyaryo at mga bote at yayaman ka. Hindi na po uso yun. Kapag time nyo na, globally competitive na dapat. No, kaya dapat ngayon pa lang mag-aral ka ng mabuti. Marami kayong gustong patunayan sa buhay. Alam ko yon, matataas ang pangarap ninyo. Pero lagi nyong tatandaan, mga anak, ang pag-aaral ng mabuti, ang laging maging mabuting tao. No, yun lagi, nandun lang kayo lagi sa side na yon. At alam nyo ba kung ano ang pinakasikreto para maging successful kayo sa buhay? Para ma-achieve nyo lahat yung mga gusto nyong maging kapag nag-college kayo at nakapagtapos kayo ng pag-aaral. At yon ay nasa Bible, respect your parents. Yon ang pangako ng Diyos. No, yun ang salita ng Diyos na may pangako. You always respect your parents. Kapag ang mga magulang mo ang nirespeto mo habang nabubuhay ka, ang Diyos na ang bahala sa iyo. Kung ano man ang gusto mo, kung ano man ang i-pray mo sa Kanya, baka hindi ka pa natatapos mag-pray, sinasagot ka na niya. No, kahit gaano ka katalino, kung hindi ka mabuting tao, kahit gaano ka katalino sa pag-aaral mo, kung meron kang inaapakan at nanlalamang ka ng tao, mark my word na wala kayong maaabot sa buhay. No? Kaya lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo, minsan sa buhay natin, sa kagustuhan natin na maging mabuting mag-aaral, kagustuhan natin na maging mabuting nagtatrabaho, nakakalimutan na kasi natin ang maging mabuting tao. So gusto nating maging magaling, nakakalimutan nating maging mabuting tao. Yun lang ang sikreto. Lagi tayong nasa mabuti. Walang nilalamangan, mabuting tao, no? Laging nirerespeto ang mga magulang. Kapag pinapagalitan kayo, it only means na meron ka kasing ginawa. At ang ibig sabihin nun, mahal ka ng mga magulang mo. No, kasi ayaw ka nilang magkamali ulit. At kapag pinapagalitan ka rin ng mga teacher mo, sing, no, kaya nga tinawag na pangalawang magulang. ang mga teachers ninyo kasi ayaw nila na pinapabayaan ninyo ang pag-aaral ninyo. Kasi alam nila pagdating ng panahon mga anak, kapag ang pag-aaral ang napabayaan ninyo, mahihirapan kayo to achieve your goal kung ano yung gusto nyo. No? Sana marami kayong natutunan sa webinar natin ngayon at lagi ninyong tatandaan mga anak ha, kahit ano pa ang mangyari, we have God na nasa taas. Walang bayad ang prayer. Kung may problema kayo, kung hirap kayo sa pag-aaral, walang bayad mga anak ang manalangin. No? Lagi kayong mag-consult sa Diyos para lagi din kayong tutulungan. Yun ang pinakamagandang komunikasyon na sa lahat kapag meron tayong problema. Wala kayong dapat puntahan, no? Kasi baka magkamali pa kayo ng mapuntahan, lalo kayong malulong doon sa mga hindi dapat. No? Sana marami kayong natutunan at wag lang humangga sa pandinig ninyo. Sana sa buhay din natin kung ano lahat ng mga natutunan natin ngayon. Ang ganda ng webinar. No, ang ganda ng webinar. Sana natuto kayo at sa buhay natin para lalong gumanda yung hinaharap natin sa buhay. Okay, thank you very much po. Yung mga parents po na nandyan, thank you very much. At ang mga estudyante, thank you din po. Thank you po, Sir Kawigan.
Wow. For that moment, Sir Lem, we all had a moment of reflection and silence. May kagawa kong dito ka. We may have all the theories in the world. We may educate you, dear learners, of all the things from the book. May ituturo po natin yan lahat. Pero, iba pa rin talaga ang wisdom na galing sa mga experiences ng mga taong nakatatanda sa atin. At the end of the day, our legacy is not measured by what we have achieved for ourselves, but what we've done to lift others. Tama nga naman. Thank you very much po for sharing your life and experiences with us. First and foremost, Sir Joel Mendoza, Ma'am Jen Mejia, Ma'am Cindy Sicat, Sir Jeffrey De La Cruz, Jonathan Tonggol, Paula Mangangan, Honorable Roman, Paul Castro, senior high school faculty members, and the rest of the EPNHS family, our parents, and our learners. God bless us all po. Thank you very much. Open cam po tayo for documentation.
By the way, our EPS, Madam Jane, is asking for an apology na hindi na siya makaka-join. Papa Dudes, thank you very much. Dakal-dakal salamat po.
Thank you po.
Yung mic na po, Papa Dudes, sa Liam Makaon.
Hello sir, and to all faculty members, maraming salamat po. No? Actually, kayo po yung education frontliners natin today, no? Sa hirap na ginagawa nyo para mapadali yung education ng mga learners today. Isang malaking hamon sa inyo. So that's why salute po ng mga faculty members, siyempre sa pangunan po ninyo. Pati sa mga learners, no, lahat po tayo mag-ingat dahil ang pandemya hindi pa tapos. Kasi halos araw-araw nag-update din ako sa mga COVID updates natin, kung ano yung nangyayari, kung ilan yung mga cases natin. So sana bumaba na yung mga cases natin. Sama-sama tayo, panatilihin natin maging maingat talaga. Tsaka laging sundan yung direktiba na inaano niyang nilalabas ng sa bayan ng Porac, no. Lahat po kayo, lahat tayo mag-ingat po. Maraming salamat po sa opportunity na to. Yun lang. Susunod po ulit. Masaya po ako at na-invite po ako sa webinar na to. Maraming
Thank you.
salamat po.
And we would like also to take the opportunity to thank the municipality of Porac, headed by our mayor and our in charge in education, and all the councilor po and vice mayor for the support to our LSB. We are already working our new clinic. Nagpagawa na po kami ng clinic in preparation for the COVID. Actually, sa face-to-face po. So we allotted the money for the LSB fund po, no? Ang laki po ng LSB fund po natin, malaking tulong sa school po natin. And of course, with the approval of the Sangguniang Bayan po, no? Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng tulong ninyo, sa mga Easternian, sa mga teacher po, on behalf of our 80 teaching and non-teaching personnel and 2,000 students of Eastern Porac National High School. Paratang niyo po yung kapasalamatan na Kareng Councilor po King Sangguniang Bayan, headed by Vice Mayor and our Mayor Jing Capilin, the in charge of education po. Dakal salamat. Rest assured, all the LSB pan, pakikinabangan po ng mga taga-Eastern po, taga Porac po, mga Poraceños. Maraming salamat po.
Again po, thank you very much po, Sir John. Thank you very much po. Lagi kang support. Again po, Honorable Ramon Paul Castro. Papa Dudes, dakal pong salamat keng oras sa binyeyo po para keng kakatamong learners na ng Eastern Porac National High School. Ma'am G, thank you very much for your energy and for making all this possible. Picture ta po, Ma'am G. Ready po, 1, 2. Alright, isa pa po. Alright, time's up po. Ready? 1, 2. Thank you very much po. Have a great day po. See you next Friday. Thank you.
Thank you, God bless. Thank you to all the speaker.
Thank you po.
Maraming salamat, and to our guest. Maraming salamat po.
Sir Christian Manalili, salamat po.
Keep safe, everyone. Bye-bye po.
Thank you po. Have a great lunch po.
Thank you very much po.
Thank you po. God bless. See you next week. Thank you. Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po. Thank you.